This is all I'm gonna play the whole time. All in the background. This is all I'm gonna play.
What are you supposed to say?
You don't hear the booze?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
Horrible.
I don't hear nothing, bro. I don't know.
I don't
Oh
think.
shit, we
should have a
live.
moment.
We live.
We should have a moment of silence right now.
I know fucking moments. Let's go. What?
I don't even want to do this, bro. Like I'm over this shit.
I will. Got plenty to fucking talk about. What's up? Better do something.
I ain't doing shit.
You better do something.
I ain't doing shit.
Hey, but check it out, Raider. Welcome to Raider Nation Live. We got Oppo Glow. He's a little depressed right now, but bad loss, very bad loss for the Raiders this game. Woke up early for this shit, just like I went to Vegas for that shit. Got worse. Got worse today. Got beat by a backup quarterback. Old backup quarterback. You see the gray hair on the side of his head, right? That was like me running around out there, probably. Jason down, Raider Paul giving me some cheer up, but we know that ain't gonna happen, Paul. You gotta say what's up. You gotta say it's only the third game of the season. We got a lot of problems. We got to figure out. Might be too late. Same dudes we were talking about. We've been talking about, right, Lo? Same dudes we've been talking about. But we'll get to the topics at hand. I'll let Lo get a little motivated. I hope I did. But, hey, welcome to the Raider Nation Live. After party, after game party, if you want to call it that. And we wait for Gabe. Gabe's a little pissed off. He looked pissed off. He might be asleep. Just waste of a day. Basically, when the Raiders play at 10 o'clock. Waste of a day. If you're like we are. See, low speechless about the way we play. So, if I need to take over, I'll do it because I got plenty to say. You guys want to ask me some questions and what you thought or what you say matters. So let me know. Let me and Lo know so we can answer your questions. And then if Lo wants to put his little views in or anything like that, then we'll pertain to it. He's still speechless. So here we go. I think Lo, just don't say nothing, but just do what you normally do. What you're supposed to do in this podcast is read the chat and tell people thank you for being here with us.
We fucking suck. Horribly. Worse than I was gonna say something bad. I got this close to saying something bad. Something bad just because it's like the easiest thing to do. It's like the easiest thing to fucking say. But
Lo a little bit upset about our game.
Welcome to Raider Nation Live. I'm your host, Lo. That's fucking Coach Gravy over there. We suck, so when we get to the chat, okay, yeah, Paul, yeah, we're going to the playoffs. Yeah, yay. Sorry, Paul.
Way to stay motivated, Paul. Way to stay motivated, bro.
That wasn't your fault.
Few of us out there.
Jason, what's good, bro? D Menace. No O line, no. There's no kind of lines, bro. No line dancing, no lines like in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s for Gravy. No lines at all. Nothing.
I never tried the line dance. Never think I will. So
yeah. Not going to the Cowboys game after all, Gravy. Yeah. D Menace, what's up, Doc? Going to Vegas in December for my B-Day. Hopefully you don't go nowhere near the fucking Legion Stadium because there's no celebrating there.
And don't stay at the Luxor. No, don't stay at the Luxor. Lo will tell you.
Yeah, don't stay at the. Where did you stay at the Paris? What did you say? The Venetian.
I said at the Rio. I said at the Rio.
Bro, the tape is out. Everybody knows the weakness. Pete Carroll. Our issues in week 3 are going to be the same in week 10. I've never seen an O-line play that bad. You are correct. I was just saying that shit. All those 60 shows, last off-season shows, over the last 2, never seen low speeches. Yeah, you ain't fucking lying, bro. I would try to spin it some fucking way, but we fucking suck.
It's hard to be positive, right?
No. They're being positive. I would be more positive if I got fucking AIDS right now, bro.
That's deep, bro.
I've been trying. Sorry, that was bad. I'm sorry, YouTube. I don't I don't want to get fucking banned. Just realize it's not the loss, it's the way we lose. Thank you.
It's got to be both. We're not a good team. We're not a good team. We got a lot to do, and we weren't told that. If you had this thing, a lot of this chat was, "Oh, Gravy, you're overreacting. You're doing this. Blah 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 blah." It was this game right here. I'm telling you, was like
positive. We suck.
This game right here, bro, was last year like to me. It felt like last year like. That's all I gotta say. Last year, like, played like that. Where's all this enthusiasm and all this Pete Carroll ride? Do we have a problem with our coach? You know,
yes.
Do we have a problem with everybody wants JPJ to be in here? Who made the call not to play him? Who do you think makes that call, bro?
They want to see they want to see the competition because the competition's still on.
Ain't no competition. Ain't no competition no more. All this compete and the process. Wait, we'll work with the process. Is this the fucking process we got to look forward to, bro? Is this the process when your head coach is saying, "Oh, we'll be good around game 10"? He said that.
Alfredo said there's breaking news. Cut Parham. Did they cut Parham? Shout out for the $2, bro.
I don't fuck that. There we go. No, Parham needs to not play. I'd rather put them 2 rookies in there. I don't give a fuck if the other one plays guard. He's gonna be better than what we got out there. And I don't even give a shit if you move JPJ to fucking center. We need his movement. We need that. All he does stuff. You know how we put Tyree in there? That all he does is push people around. That's what we need from JPJ because we had no push in the offensive line. And we got to respect Ascengenti for doing that shit all by his fucking self. Now we know we got a running back because he did that shit all by. How many tackles is this motherfucker breaking his carry? I want to hear no more bullshit about Ascengenti fucking sucks. He did that shit by himself. That offensive line did not fucking help him out at all. And which offensive lineman is gonna take their day? You know what I mean? It was JPJ week 1, Parham week 2, Glaze today. Glaze was getting worked by Von Miller, 36 years old motherfucker against a 25-year-old motherfucker. Can't hang with him. Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Which one next week? Miller next week? Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna play fucking roller coaster with our offensive line. Change it, fix it, get your head out of your ass, and let's go. Let's do it. And see, are we doing this trying out working? We're gonna lose games, dude. Let's see here, let's see there. But we're going with what we're going with, bro. It ain't gonna work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. We are the sorriest offensive line in the NFL right now. And we're probably the weakest, we're probably the sorriest defensive line in football right now, too. We got ran for 201 fucking yards. There's no excuse for that with all these fucking run stuffers we got. Right, Lo? All these run stuffers, we got 8 fucking run stuffing linebackers, a bunch of run stuffing fucking defensive end, $100 million defensive end that just has a tackle on him and gets chipped by a fucking running back. That's it. That's all he gets. That's all that happens to Max Crosby. All these fucking double, triple T's, fuck that. There's no excuse. I seen him get manhandled.
and gave it to them, and then gave up a fucking damn near a touchdown.
Yeah, all I seen him do was get whooped by a tackle and a little chip from a running back. That's all Max Crosby gets. There weren't no fucking coach. 51. I don't even know he's in the fucking game.
808, you ain't lying.
What's up with 808, man? What's up with my boy? What'd he say?
No, that's 805. This is 808 Raider. So I don't want to hear all the hype, all this hype all off season of how we have this new revived energy with PC. I hear the same shit every season. Sick of this shit. Hey,
I don't see none of that. That's the second game it happened. That's the second game it happened. What are you doing?
I can get 5 guys from the XFL to block better. Farm Meredith Catholic can be in your interior line 2025. That's crazy, bro.
I don't know how, dude. We look little again. Got thrown around again by fucking 290-pound fucking Parham. I don't care if 200. I don't care if Parham's like 3 something now. It's not muscle. He's just a big fat fuck. You got fat. You know what I'm saying? You got fat. You ain't get 20 pounds of muscle with his fucking little ass. You ain't. He get thrown around again. Meredith get fucking thrown around again. Kappa getting fucking thrown around again. You know what I would do? Fucking, if you guys don't want fucking, JPJ needs to be in there as a guard to move motherfuckers around. Leave him at right guard. Put fucking Meredith at left guard and put that Putnam motherfucker that can play center. I'd rather see that. Or throw the young fuckers in already. Because we can't see this again. You're going to lose games. We're going to be talking shit all day.
The shit that tripped me out the most is as Gino's handing the ball off, Genty grabs the ball. He's already being hit.
Mm-hmm. Several times this game.
It's.
They're coming from the inside.
Bust. Listen, I was telling the guys during the halftime call that we do a halftime call. Yeah, Alfredo, I'm gonna start making some calls about that. But I was telling these guys, like, every single other game that I watch, bro, everybody looks like their ass is on fire, like they're moving, they're fucking, when they're even doing, you know what I mean, when they're showing, like, you know, bluffing on the blitz, or, you know, running, you doing motions. They look like they're putting their foot in the ground and they're moving and they're pumped and shit like that. We're just casually just fucking moving along, just slowly moving. We have no fucking pep on our step. We have like no aggression. It looks fucking horrible. It's great. It's just disgusting. Father and son football fun. Pay me 1.5 million. I can stand there. I'm not blocked too, bro. I'm telling you.
Who's he talking about?
He said,
I was your old
father and son football fun. Defense play good enough to win. Oh, okay, I'm not.
No, they did not. Don't fucking say that. Defense fucking sucks too.
He's talking about his team. Our defense sucked too.
Donovan been no big ups to fucking no defense. No way.
Yeah. Best player for us is Trey Tucker. That's crazy. First pick.
One touchdown. One fucking touchdown that mattered. One touchdown that mattered. Yeah. The other two that are touchdowns for him. Yeah, they're individually good game. But the 2 touchdowns, did they matter in anything? Big ups to Trey Tucker for the only motherfucker offensively stepping up. And that's in Genty. That's in Genty step up. With the no-win situation with the way that offensive line, they got worse. I'm going to keep bringing them. They got worse. Tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. Put the young guys in. Put the fucking young. That's it. The experiment ain't working. And I know it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. So then it's going to fall on the main man. So when we're going to start talking about him, we're going to make excuses for Pete Carroll. He went in there. You see how quick his fucking press conference was, Lo?
What's that?
All the outs real quick. Oh, it's on me. It's on me. I should have had my guys ready. So you're admitting that you weren't ready.
Obviously.
You guys can't pick nothing out. You can't pick nothing out positive about this fucking day at all. They got worse.
Yeah.
Jency got a lot of carries. Man, that guy worked today. He had to bust his ass to get what he got. He had about 60-something yards. He had to bust his ass to get that, bro.
Parham needs to be benched. East Coast game slumps continue. No, not necessarily. We won in New England. So, you know.
And I want to hear that, a Thursday night game. So it's kind of fucked up that they played Thursday night, bro, last week. And they got 10 days to fucking play against us, right? And then we played fucking Monday night. And we had to fly over there on Friday. That one day of rest right there, the Saturday, yesterday, you should have adapted to the East Coast shit already. Don't got a lot of time to prepare for Washington. Gotta look like it. But they weren't tired. I don't want to hear this. The defense was fucking tired. Nah. It was just bad. Missed tackles again.
Our fucking water boy was shitty. June can go with or without fixing the O-line. Chip can go too. Graham, been a given. Yep. I agree with you on that, Jay.
Bad performance all right. Everybody. Even a highlighted, Trey Tucker. Good for him. About that, we need to get. Thornton does not need to be on that field, bro. I've been saying that since game fucking one. He does not need to be on that fucking field, bro. But we ain't got nobody else to put out there.
Regardless if he was on the field or not, Gino didn't have time to fucking throw.
It doesn't matter if he had time. He's throwing it to him. He doesn't. He's throwing it to the guy, and the guy can't do nothing to go get. Where's this fucking radius at? And that fucking 6'5", he's covered. That's all he does is run straight, Lo. I can't tell you enough. He doesn't need to be on the field. He's not ready. And he's starting for us, bro. He's starting.
I think Jack Besh is better than him, but whatever.
Jack Besh they can't be on the field either. Bad fucking draft. That's what it was. We got to realize that. There's other things that we needed, like offensive linemen and for Besh. Wouldn't you have wouldn't you rather have a good offensive lineman instead of Besh out there not doing shit?
Yeah, so I see why Seattle moved Pete Carroll to office position, and I blame Spytech for not getting Liney. I don't.
He probably didn't put the N right there.
Yeah.
Deservedly so, bro. Look at the product they're putting on the field, bro. Deservedly so. And then they bitch. Never go into a game unless we're winning. Never. I'm one of those guys. I ain't wasting my money out there again for that bullshit.
Nope.
Get better.
I'm not going to the LA game this
year.
Get better. I've already made a decision. I'm not going. Not even fucking gonna waste my money, waste my breath.
We're fucking booty like that. But hey, man, I'm gonna do it.
Nope, I'm gonna do something better with my time.
I'm questioning the we were so pumped up, bro, and then this is what we get. We got guys that we picked high not playing at all. Or even Darian Porter looks missing tackles and shit. This guy was starting for us, bro, in the middle until we got fucking Kai Blue Kelly. And we got him out there. Slated to start. What the fuck? They seen it early because he's ass out there right now. He's learning how to play. None of our, besides Genty, nobody is doing anything. Everybody is inactive. All our draft is inactive. Why? When you want to win now. I was told I ain't in this for the long haul. What's up? It's in the long haul for me. You're lying to us again. We're getting lied to.
The Raiders are what Vegas is meant for. And people don't realize it. And I've said this shit. I didn't want this team to be this. But when you're at your end of your career, you will go start headlining fucking shows in Vegas. That's what it is, bro. That's what we're gonna be. That's exactly what the fuck we are. We are the last fucking stop. We're making all this fucking money, not spending it on good fucking coaching, anything like that. You know what I mean?
What up, Raiden? What up,
like,
Raiden?
I'm being dead ass serious, bro. Like, on some real shit. Like, it's rap. Like, we're just gonna recycle bad coaching for the next fucking 10, 20 years, bro. Well, then that's exactly what we're gonna do. Mark Davis is gonna do that. He's gonna fucking line his pockets. Everyone's gonna show up, pay $2,000, $3,000, then the hotels and all that shit, jacking up prices, resorts fees, food prices, all that shit, bro. All that shit. We're the last stop, and everybody who like what's the coach name for the fucking say Tomlinson finally fucking does it. They said, okay, we're done with you, Tomlinson. Guess what? We're gonna get him when he's fucking 70 years old. Farewell tour. That's what it is. All the coaches are with the farewell tours are gonna come to fucking Vegas, and that's gonna be it.
Oh, I know Drew's mad. Drew's mad.
Some bullshit.
I go see it this week, bro. You know, that's what it is, bro. It's 11.
Check this out. I had a hookup, and we're going to get sponsored by Black Sunday, right? For what? I was waiting to see exactly what we're going to do the first 4 games of the season. Nah, well, I mean, I get it, but like, dude, like, for what? Like, people ain't gonna want to buy shit. Like, I mean,
do what they do. Raider fans will buy anything. There's deep Raider fans. I'll get that shit. That shit look dope.
Clothing line that he worked on for Raider shit, bro. He's like, dude, if they're not winning, I'm not selling it.
He said that?
Yeah.
He's not a good business. He's not a good business.
Because he's selling other shit. There's other teams that are winning. So this is just fucking horrible, bro. Like, I'm cool. I'm like, it just doesn't make fucking sense to me. It makes no sense. Even if we go win fucking 8 games in a row, we're not. There's no fucking way.
You'd be saying different if that happened. I would. If we won 8 games in a row, I was like, hey, what's going on here? We switched up. We made adjustments, and it's good.
There's no fucking way, bro.
Never know.
I'm tired of being positive for this shit, bro. You know how much time I fucking waste? Sit back.
Now that you're in my world, that realize from the get that we have problems in certain areas, and everybody huffing puffing said, "Nah, Grave, you crazy? What's happening?"
My opinion, he made us look like bitches. That's what he did. He made us look like bitches, not chicks. I like chicks. Chicks are cool. This motherfucker made us look like we're the bitches. We do what the fuck we want. We cheat on them, do whatever the fuck we want to them, and then just, hey, you're a bitch, and get the fuck on. That's exactly what Mariota did.
We got to start blaming the people that we don't want to. We got to start telling these people, we wanted JPJ in the game. He needed to be in that game, bro. We needed that push. He's not in the game. Whose decision was it to sit him out? Pete Carroll's. You might be listening to doctors. You know what I'm saying? But I seen him out there on special teams, so he can't play. He can play special teams, but he can't play fucking offensive line. What the fuck? How stupid do you look? How stupid do you look trying the motherfucker out there on a field goal try, but he'll get banged up just as much as a fucking offensive line. I don't get it.
Yes, T. If we're gonna be anything, Ernest, on some real shit, let's be number 1 overall. Let's be number 1 at sucking. If we suck so bad, let's be 32nd in every fucking category, bro.
I ain't gonna do this YouTube. We like that, bro. I ain't doing YouTube no more. I ain't gonna talk about this team.
Neither am I. You think I'm fucking bullshitting?
I'll be done
All
with
this
you.
money
I've been
that I
telling you
spent on
that.
fucking StreamYard.
I've been telling you that
Yeah,
for this year. But hey,
I agree.
it's
Hey, Hood,
I don't-
on some real shit, fuck Herbie. I don't even give a shit about that fool right now. I don't.
yo, Piano, don't you got your boys to congratulate all your boys, bro?
T. Potter, fire the front office. You need a young gun. Bro, Potter, we're talking about the same shit every fucking year, bro. Every year. No disrespect to you, bro. I'm not. We've been saying this shit.
What's real Raiders football?
Fucking,
What's real Raiders football? When's the last time you seen that? What's real Raiders football? I don't know what real Raiders football is. What is it?
I'm sure I haven't seen Raiders football.
I'm sure that the last time I seen real Raiders football was when John Gruden was here. That's the last time I see. Bring that motherfucker back. Maybe he might switch his team up. Maybe he might have some bad motherfuckers on.
Give them time. Give them time.
Because I ain't with that game.
Finally, we started getting something going, and then we won 2-1, and then he fucking got fired.
What when I'm told that I ain't in this for the long haul, we got to win now and all this bullshit, and you trot that out on the field, getting whooped by fucking 40 something to 20. What the fuck? You got all these good notions. Oh, at least we scored 20 points. Garbage fucking times.
Going to the W.
You can lie. You can shine the light on Trey Tucker all you want, but that first touchdown was real. That's it. That's it, bro. That's all I see. Trey Tucker had a good game individually, but those last two touchdowns was garbage shit. So stat pack your ass up. Props to Trey Tucker for being the best receiver on our fucking team this day, but he needs to do that when the fucking second quarter and the third, not 2 minutes left in the game. And all our number 198. I'm gonna start calling him like I do Tyree Wilson, number 9. I need to call him number 98 because he ain't doing a fucking thing.
Not a damn thing. Nothing.
Where's that guy? When we gonna start talking about that, bro? Well, another thing to bitch about. Oh, we're fourth in the fucking NFL, stopping the fucking run. Yeah, fucking looked like it today, didn't we? With rookies running the ball. It looked like it today. Yeah, there's that negative show. But tell me something we did fucking positive. Pick it out.
You won the coin toss.
And what happened on the kickoff?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened on the kickoff, bro? Right off the bat, just like we threw a pick last week, first play, fucking the kickoff, it got worse. The kickoff, he fucking ran it back 60 fucking yards. And then we got a fucking punt return all the way back. 90 fucking yard punt return. It can't get no worse than that, folks. We got to get better. And that's your head coach right there, bro. That's your head coach.
Okay, what up?
Don't blame his fucking son. Don't blame fucking Chip Kelly. Don't blame Patrick Graham. Blame fucking Pete Carroll because he took it all in his press conference. His press conference was like 3 fucking minutes, bro. It's my fault. I should have had my team better. That bullshit when you get your ass whooped. That bullshit when you get your ass whooped.
Who's that?
That's your head coach out there. That's your head coach out there making excuses why we lost the game. Blames it himself. It's me. It's me. I'll take it. What we gonna say? Don't let it happen again. Don't let it happen again, Pete. That we're gonna say? Don't let it happen again, Pete. Please. Please don't let it happen again. It's been happening. It's been happening.
But he's trying to turn. No, look, they're gonna flip it. He's trying to turn the ship. You know, the Raiders have been bad for a long time. Pete Carroll's gonna come over here and it's gonna ruin his fucking good name.
Well, that's what we thought. He has a resume to do that, Lo, but not with this team. You need the dudes, bro. You know what? And we're gonna go way back, dude. When me and Gabe was pissed off about free agency, right?
I was mad about that too.
When we thought we were the only show talking about fucking, we did fucking a piss poor job in free agency. What are these motherfuckers doing for us now?
Gotta give it to Gravy. He's been right all along, bro. Biggs, why Biggs? Dog, you used to argue with them. Don't. Yeah.
What'd he say?
He's right. Nothing. No, you didn't say nothing, bro. Don't worry about it. He says, "Got to give gravy. Got to give it to gravy. He's been right all along. We're drinking the Kool-Aid right now."
And I don't want to be that way, Biggs. You know me.
Says,
you know
O-line play calling secondary. All sucks.
The secondary was bad.
Nothing fucking good. Shout out to Chris, though. Ain't nothing fucking
Tell me
good.
what you think, Chris. Tell me what you think, Chris. Okay, you're not the only crow. You know I've been doing this regime. Yeah. And now you know what? I don't know why everybody is so like, I'll do it game by game, bro. I'll talk shit on Pete Carroll. He fucked up today. We got outcoached again today. In all phases of the game because we got special team touchdowns against us.
You know when it's shit when he's losing and he throws his gum, bro. He threw his gum. I was like, oh shit. Oh no. He threw the gum. Fucking pathetic, bro. This is pathetic. This is fucking pathetic.
Gino didn't have no shot of doing anything, bro. I'm surprised Gino did what he did. I'm surprised Gino did what he did.
What's up?
I'm surprised Gino did what he did, Lo. The way he played, getting out of that, and I'm surprised he did what he did. Because it was bad. It was worse.
That's the thing. Gino wants to win, regardless of whatever. You could tell that he wants to win. You could tell that he can play. And he's old, and this, that, and the third. Fucking is Mariota older than him?
Fuck yeah.
And then, okay, now this is the thing. He had offensive line. He had weapons. He had Deebo Samuel, Scary Terry. Fucking Gonzalez was running all over. Who was that one kid? The other kid from Boise. The two-name kid.
The Rodriguez kid.
Oh, not Rodriguez, the other one. That broke
they had fucking 5 running backs that got 200 fucking yards rushing, dude. Against the number 4 fucking rushing defense in the NFL. Did that look like it?
Nope. Right. I have no problem with Gino. It all starts with the bullshit that they're doing at JPJ.
Bro, and then I think that's what it is, bro. If he's out there on fucking special teams, bro, he got to be out there fucking offensive line. What's the problem? What do you do? Did he call somebody out? Is he that type of dude saying, fuck, well, how come I'm not in? This is fucking bitch shit. Is he bitching because he's not playing? Then he's right.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
Quit thinking you got motherfuckers held down. That generation's gone. That generation's gone now in football. He's better than what we got out there. He needs to be in there. I don't give a fuck if it's fucking center or guard. He needed to be out there today.
So he's saying, do you think the game has passed Pete Carroll by? That's why I was hoping for a young up-and-coming coach like Coach from McVay or McFlurtree. Yeah, LaFleur. Yeah, I feel like that. There you go, Omar. Merritt. Yeah, Merritt.
Yeah, he got busy. Omar, what's up?
Yeah, he got busy. Yeah. Nah, man, he's out there. He's breaking fucking boards and shit. You know what I mean? He's out there wrestling with the guys and shit like that. You know what I mean? He's up there fucking chewing packs and packs of gum, bro. Yeah, it's past him by.
Don't give a fuck. Look at the way your team play. What does that do?
Talking shit. I'm talking shit. You don't know sarcasm? The Raiders got beat so bad that you lost all your sarcasm. You don't know how to read that shit no more?
Yeah, I seen sarcasm playing fucking early this morning. It was all fucking funny. It was funny. It's a joke. It's comedy.
I shut it off in third quarter, bro.
I did it. I watched the whole game.
Like I
wanted to make it work.
I came back here because I was in the living room watching the game, feet up, sitting there.
Pyro, what's up, Pyro? What's up, Pyro?
It's all bad.
Hey man, it ain't that JPJ was bad, but if he's healthy, he should be out there. Make that game up. Fuck, you're not playing for it. Why you in on special teams and not fucking on the offensive line? Prove it to me that you're better. I'm sure you wanted to go out there. He was ready to go.
Over a power chip.
Nah.
That's crazy, Knight. He's stupid. Pyro 2028. Let's go. Garbage Mark Davis has destroyed Raider Nation, but put money in his pocket.
Blaming Mark Davis. You got no one to fucking blame but Mark Davis. He ain't got nothing to do with this. Look at the. Jay, look at the team. Look at the players you got out there, bro. That's what you see. Mark Davis just signs their fucking checks, bro. Yep. That's it. He pays them. He ain't out there picking talent.
Oh, hell yeah, Chris. Definitely. Brother, you already know what's up.
That was
the only good thing about fucking running into everybody. Cheeto, you, fucking Raiders Fool Chris, 805, fucking Myra, Gabe, his family. You know what I mean? Mikey.
JPJ, man. How you know JPJ? How you know? My opinion. I'm gonna tell you again. How you know JPJ is a good guard?
You did say that.
How you know? I did say that, and I mean it. How you know? How he's so on the come up that JPJ and Kappa aren't the same way? He played like fucking Kappa when he was in there, didn't he? He played worse. He had 3 sacks put on him. I don't see Kappa doing that. Unless you're satisfied, unless you're so sprung on JPJ where he's the best ever, and you got his fucking jersey hanging on you right now, that there's no win for me because you feel the way you feel about JPJ. I feel that JPJ needs a lot of work, bro. In 2 years, he's fucking guard almighty and center almighty to you, and he hasn't done shit.
What up, McKenna?
He might be my opinion, but I ain't seen it yet. I ain't seen it yet, bro.
I said that shit too, Chris. I said that he was a good center. Not a great center, but we have a revolving door of coaches, GMs, coordinators over the past decades. No consistency. Yeah. So what do you say right here? I thought Ray Knight said, I think Brady, Pete, and Chip are all outsmarting themselves. Well, wasn't fucking Brady up in the fucking booth on Monday, sitting there fucking calling plays or listening in or whatever, not? You would think shit would be different. Nope.
If that's the case, then now you know why we play the way we do. Bro. If that's the case, stay the fuck out.
Miller was trash too.
He didn't have a good game. That whole offensive line was booty, dude. Was bad. That whole offensive line was bad. They had a bad game.
I like booty, like I do, like you know what I'm saying. As you know, I love booty, right? But that was trash, bro. There's a difference. I don't like trash. Trash.
I know I'm gonna hear that. He's the best center on the team. I didn't see no problem with the exchange this week. Did you? I didn't see no problem with the exchange this week. How many pressures did Meredith give up compared to Kappa and our offensive line didn't fucking play bad because JPJ is not in there. I hope you guys ain't fucking thinking that. I hope we're not thinking that.
I am.
The one guy, huh?
I am.
Okay. All right. Then you're just like a couple of these dumb fucks that are on the fucking chat, bro.
So now you're calling me a dumb fuck?
Well, when you say some dumb shit, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm a dumb fuck. Yeah. You're right.
I don't think nothing would have changed if we would have had JPJ in there. They were that dominant.
Everything would have changed if you put him at center.
And people's minds, yeah, bro. We would have been a center. We would have fucking ran for 65 yards instead of 60.
63.
You see 3 yards, 3 more yards. Fuck it. And tell me this, though.
No.
On a 4th and fucking 1, right? Again, we're in a fucking shotgun. And what do? Dylan Lobby is next to fucking Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Time, bro.
Let's go. Coming to CMC part 2.
Same result. I bet you were like 0-5 in fucking 4th down conversions, bro. What the fuck with? You might as well line up JPJ back there as a running back and have him bash through there if you want to do it.
Where's Pegues, bro? Pegues was
bad exactly.
And be that guy. What happened?
That would have been fun. That would have been something to talk about, right?
Yeah. You want to mix some shit up?
Watch his fat ass get fucking bulldozed and lose 2 yards too. They're no different than Jency.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
There's another fucking draft pick. These guys are inactive, bro. That means that they don't have no intentions of playing these motherfuckers. They're inactive, those defensive linemen. Inactive. What the fuck we get Mostar for?
Nutty, what up, bro?
Where's my boy at? Where was Nate? Nate's in there?
Yeah.
What up, Nate? You're a tone setter. I believe you with that. He'll set the tone. I realize that we need that, you know, the attitude, the thump that he brings. Maybe it's contagious. We didn't see, we didn't see none of that shit, bro.
I like this. The Raider Big said Washington D-line was in the backfield more than Genty.
Yeah, bro. And then he wiggled his way out of shit and got fucking yards, bro.
Yeah.
Give it up for Genty, bro. Give it up for that boy.
No.
There ain't no pose.
They're doing a disservice to Genty and Gino. Retire your
but man, I don't like Lou being there, bro. I know it was late in the game, and I didn't expect. Finally, they fucking took Genty out, wisely. But use some other two guys. But if you're going for it on fourth down, you want to get it, bro. Don't be in the shotgun and give it to a guy that doesn't do that type shit. It's just over again. Well, what? Look at your personnel. Who's calling you? Who's a personnel guy over here saying, "Okay, go ahead, Luby. Let's go, man. Try it out. Best of luck." But when they say, "Good luck, bro. Good luck. Good luck, play. Let's go. Let's try. Get something that's efficient." He was
a fifth-round draft pick.
Who?
Luby, or was he undrafted?
Like fucking 7. You picked him like a booty ass shit. He ain't supposed to be there, but he's a good special teams player. He ain't supposed to be getting the football.
No, he's not.
He can't fucking tackle like that. Not today. Not today.
Shit.
And Jack Kenna making excuses for fire Brennan Carroll.
But JBJ as a corner. Yeah. Fuck it.
We talked about that too, bro.
Quarterback, bro. JBJ quarterback.
I don't know, man. Besides what everybody's saying, Trey Tucker being a little light that shine, minor light. But I thought Ashton Genty did his thing today.
So the O-line can't make a whole side of a barn with a tank, bro. You ain't lying, bro. Leo says knew Genty was going to be a bust. No, Leo, he's not a bust. No offensive line. Roger Voicing? Stop a slinky from slinking? Damn. Henry Herbert. Look at all you loser Raider fans. Bro, you're in a Raider podcast. Fucking, what are you doing here?
Well, you're a Charger fan?
What are you doing here? So you're here with the losers?
You can't get on your own show and fucking rah-rah your fucking jack off to your little 3-1 win you got, bro. That's it. You can't check up on your guy. Get together, bro. We gotta get in our shit. I wish. Do you have a show? Give me the link, bro. I'll head over there and do it. Don't you guys need Charger shows? I'll get on there real quick. I'll be the piano man of fucking that dude.
Look at all the stinky loser fans, Raider fans.
Oh man, I fucking heard about that.
You
hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings, bro.
We're dude. But you know what, Henry? You're right, bro. You're right.
Okay, Jack Kenna. What would that do, bro? What would that do? What would that do?
What can I say? Am I wrong on kicking Brendan Carroll? That is a good question.
It's the players, bro. Oh, we kick out Kenna and the players are gonna play better. He's not designing the plays. He's a run game coordinator. I felt that out. Now I know why I run it. If he's that bad, he's in charge of our running game and the scheming of it. He's in those type meetings where he's in charge of running game with Chip Kelly. He's a running game coordinator. It might be a title. It might be a title that Pete put on him for him to be an offensive coordinator later on in the future, or soon. But I don't think he's I don't think he's doing that. But firing Brennan Carroll isn't gonna. Would you fire your son if he worked for you, even though he was doing a bad job? Think about that. Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna make yourself look. You're gonna make yourself look.
I'll
You're gonna
fire
make yourself look stupid. You're gonna make yourself look stupid.
Quick. I would fire my son in a fucking second.
You know what? That's just an excuse because we're playing bad. Fire him. Fire him. That's just an excuse, bro. Just say.
I remember one of the podcasts, right, when everyone was saying, "Oh, well, he brought in his son and DEI hire or whatever, whatnot," right? When all that bullshit was going on, when he came in, all right. I remember reading some of the fucking years that he's had in fucking schools that had no bearing on anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was sitting there reading it, trying to big him up, bro. Like, I was like, all right, maybe he has something. You know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, bro, why in the fuck would you even do that? He's never won any championship as an offensive line fucking coach, coordinator, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He ain't coordinating shit.
Baby.
He ain't coordinating shit, bro. Nothing. Bro, I would have helped him pack his desk and have security repossess the badge. You have to say, hey, I'll see you at home, son. Get the fuck out of here.
I think it's time to. What did Meredith do today?
I would fire my kid. Oh, Gravy lying about firing his kid. I put my hand to God. He would fire him. He wouldn't even let him come back. I guarantee that shit. Me and Gravy have.
But look, you're right. You're right. But look, who said that? Somebody said that. Gravy lied about it.
Okay.
But look. In football, you want your children to come up, right? It's not life. This is football. I'm sure Brennan Carroll will be fine if he gets fired.
Oh yeah.
But what would it look like to Pete Carroll, or how would Pete Carroll feel? It's more than football in that way to him. You know what I mean? It's more than that. And Joe Philbin is there, but does Joe Philbin want that response? Joe Philbin he needs to get more involved. I think maybe they should take that running game coordinator from him. But that's extra duties. That's actually you're game planning now, so it's taking time from you teaching these guys or working with these dudes. Less time that your assistants work with them. So Joe Philbin is probably his impact is not with that offensive line all the time. If you switch that, just minor maintenance on Brennan Carroll, maybe he just needs Joe Philbin to get in his ear more than what he does.
Fuck that. He's been there all off season. One of the biggest fucking moves where when everything
all of those players, though, so they're the same player. Has anything changed, bro? Has anything changed?
Fuck that. The thing is, though, right when the season ended, and we were like, oh, well, let's see if what's the name's going to come back, if Antonio Pierce is going to come back, all that bullshit, right? First thing they did, get rid of Antonio Pierce. Second thing they did, got rid of fucking the general manager. Then they turn around and bring Pete Carroll in. We got to get him in here fast. We got to get this shit going. So Philman stayed, that fucking Antonio Pierce brought in, and you know what I mean? And then who else was here? And then all of a sudden they brought everybody the fuck back in, bro. And like they've been there talking, bro. What the fuck else do they need to talk about? It's fucking game time. Third week of the season,
I believe
bro.
But the responsibility of Joe Philbin, he could have been there from the get because he's a coach. But the responsibility that Brennan Carroll has as a running game coordinator, you can take that title away from him and give it to somebody else. His responsibility of run game coordinator affects the play calling and affects the game planning. So he needs to work more solely with the guys.
Breaking news. One of Pete Carroll's guns that he threw up in the air hit a fan in the eye, and they're suing him.
Right.
That's fucking hilarious. And I can't take this, bro.
We was all cool with Brennan Carroll from the now he's the fucking hang his ass. Look at your head coach too, though. Look at your head coach too. It's just as much his fault as it is fucking his son's fault. Don't you think, Lo?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not
disagreeing. If your workers look, if you got a business, bro, and your workers are fucking up, right?
Hey, wait a minute. Wait.
You
use that analogy one time and you threw me under the bus for that shit.
No, I'm not gonna throw under you the bus because I know what you're gonna say is true. If your company is not flowing, not working right, and you got and what is the board of directors? Who are they going to go to? They're going to go to the administration and who runs the fucking program. They ain't going to fuck with the workers. They're going to fuck with you because you're running the shit, right? That's the way that's the way it goes.
If that's
you could probably get a couple of you could probably get a couple of slow pokes and the people that ain't reliable and the people that ain't doing that. Our offensive line isn't reliable. I'm sure Brandon Carroll's doing all he can to fix this shit. But our excuse to make things better is to say fire the motherfucker. Typically, for the last thing, I've been hearing that for the last 15 years, bro. Fire this motherfucker. Fire that motherfucker. Fire this motherfucker. We knew that AP wasn't going to be a good head coach. We knew that, Lo. We said it. I don't know about this dude, right? But he pumped us up so bad, and then look what happened. Look what the fuck happened. And we're getting it again. And our excuse is to fire a fucking coach. Let's get rid of some of these motherfuckers that ain't doing their job, bro. Let's get rid of the fucking workers and get better fucking people, which we said back in May during free agency and fucking the draft, right? We said that. Let's get fucking offensive linemen. Fuck Jeremy Chin. We had a safety. Right? We got a problem with this. We lost Hobbs. What happened? We need Hobbs. I don't give a fuck. How you know you would have got hurt with us?
Because that's what Hobbs does.
And then what is Chin doing for us? By missing tackles and not being in right position. These coaches got to put the players in right positions, bro. And the players either don't get it or the coaches are fucked up. Are fucking up too. And where it all boils down to is the head man. We blamed AP for fucking everything last year. Why can't we do that with Pete Carroll? I blame him, bro. I blame him because JPJ wasn't in there. And he fucking said something, I think. He said, fuck this. I don't like this shit. You keep me out of the game. And then Pete Carroll, all the old school saying, well, fuck you, motherfucker. You ain't going to play then. But I'll throw you in on fucking special teams here. I'll disrespect you putting in on special teams. But you can't play O-line. What's wrong with you? That's Pee-wee shit. And that's what we played like. We played like a fucking Pee-wee team. That's what it looked like out there. Missing tackles and shit.
You got him? I got him? You got him? I got him?
That's bullshit. Looking around at running backs fly right by you, get fucking 60-yard runs on you. When you're the fourth, I heard all this bragging. We're the fourth best fucking run stuffers. We're the fourth best fucking run stuffers. What up now? What up now? I'm pissed. And I'm going to talk about it. I'm pissed. I'm going to talk about it.
Saving us money. Yeah, saving us money.
If you guys got fucking time, let's go. We got cheap fucking players. And so you give cheap fucking play. All this, let's play on a budget. Now it's too late. Now we're such on a budget. You gotta start saying, hey, Spike Tech, are you really this all fucking almighty star child for fucking picking all these people? Hell no, you look like a fucking idiot, dude, because the dudes you picked ain't fucking playing. They're inactive. What the fuck? What are we doing? We have the same fucking shit like last year, bro. Same offensive line as last year. Except for Kappa. But I'm not saying that the Gravy said, bro. Not yet. But it's getting close.
Oh, I'm saying Gravy said.
It's getting close.
I'm saying Gravy said. And I never like
Telesco had a way better fucking draft so far than fucking Spike Tech. And I feel bad saying that, bro. Telesco got fucking Christian Wilkins. Well, he didn't know he was gonna turn out to be fucking crazy, right? He didn't know that. He didn't know he was gonna get hurt by doing some stupid shit. It's a good pickup. Now we can fucking say all Telesco's drafts ain't fucking bad. They're doing stuff.
Yeah.
Our second round pick can't even get on the field, bro. Our third round pick can't even get on the field. He's on the field at late garbage time, fucking missing tackles then. Missing tackles on special teams. Our 2 defensive linemen, Tonka and Paguz, this fucking fullback we got right here. That he's not even active. He don't even have pads on. He's probably not even in fucking Washington. He's probably watching it in Vegas.
RM, you ain't even lying. When I turn around and see Gino having to bring Ashton Jempty up in the middle to be right behind fucking Kappa to block, what's the point of that?
He's out there, man. I told you, our quarterback knows what's up if he's over there blocking a fucking defensive. I seen that, but he get out there and got in the way. And Jempty got some yards right there, bro. That's helping out your dude.
I'm over it, bro.
We got problems.
Lots.
And it's gonna get worse if we don't fix them. But it doesn't start out by firing fucking coaches. That's gonna make you happy. It's gonna make our team worse doing shit like that. It's gonna say we're panicking because we had a bad game and it didn't look real good. But if you want to panic right now, I understand that. Coming from me, I understand why we're panicking because we didn't do shit right from the beginning, bro. Starting with free agency, getting these motherfuckers that they never done shit. We're just hoping that they would. And that's why we're all happy that we got 4 fucking linebackers to what fucking Spillane guy. You know, all this shit. We're all happy. They're playing like it. They're playing like $1 million guys, bro. And $1 million is ass in football, bro, in NFL. That's ass.
Yeah.
Fucking Dante Thornton making more money than them motherfuckers, and they're vets.
Bad game? How about a bad 10 years? You ain't fucking lying, bro.
He read it big, put in my point. Kappa was the lowest rated lineman last year. JPJ not better than that. See?
No, how can he be the lowest rated lineman? At least he's better. JPJ is better, not that low.
we said he played a different position, but it's different. They grade different.
Right before the game.
Hella slow, bro. Hella slow. That dude looked like he always on jet lag though. He's a thump. He didn't thump nobody today. We were so happy about this thump we got, man. This all this shit. We ain't got none of it today. We got none of it today. And you got to say, hey Pete, where the fuck you at? I don't want to say they let Pete down, but fuck, I know he ain't coaching no team like this. He probably tripping. He's like, what the fuck happened out here? I thought we were ready.
We let Pete down. He let the Raider Nation down, bro. This whole fucking team, this fucking guy back here, everybody on that fucking team, bro, just let everybody down, bro. Everybody. I am not buying another fucking Raider shirt. I'm not buying another fucking Raider hat. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I ain't doing shit until I see some fucking major changes, bro. Sorry. I'm not supporting
I know Raider guy. Hey, what's up, man? I met you. What's up, bro? Hi, Raider Nation.
What's up, bro?
Ain't nothing new. It got worse today. Bro. And then you know what? My opinion, that's a problem, bro. You know, I don't know where we keep doing this jump ball shit. You know, we talked about it. We talked about it, bro. And I wasn't with that, Hello. I wasn't with that jump ball shit. But see, we do it more than anybody in the NFL. I don't know why. I do not know why, because we're not successful at it. Tell me when this dude has got to fucking moss somebody. When has he mossed somebody, bro? He can't even run a route right. Wouldn't you want him to do that?
Nah.
And he started for us, bro. He started for us. That's all we're gonna do is just throw him fucking jump ball. Dude, you're just excited every game. Oh, let's get that one 50-50 ball that Thornton can get. And you'll be happy for the game. If Thornton got one ball today, a jump ball, we'll be happy. We lost, but Thornton got his ball. Fuck that. We can't think that way.
He always at top leadership with the draft problems. Yep. The line. I just clicked and added to the cart right now. I'm not. I was telling my kids after all of the fucking game, we went to grab something to eat. I was like, I'm not buying one more fucking Raider anything. I got it. Those are all hats. Those are all hats back there. I got another fucking set of hats. I got shirts. I ain't buying shit. I ain't buying a fucking thing, bro.
That ain't gonna do nothing to make us win. That's just for you.
Nope.
Stop buying. They gonna make.
Lo is right. This is the farewell tour era. Yeah, that's thing. You think I'm bullshitting, bro? That's what it is. That's what the Raiders are gonna be from now on. We got an old ass quarterback that never really got his potential or anything like that. Went through a bunch of bad teams, had a couple good years. Now he's coming. See if he can reinvigorate it. No, coach is coming through. We're gonna do this and that. Whatever. Nope. This is the last tour, guys. Devin White was nowhere to be fucking found in this game. Where's Jamal Adams at? I didn't see Jamal Adams on the field maybe but 2 times.
He was
not
there.
getting tackles.
Yeah, exactly. This
is the farewell tour team, bro.
He wanted this quick fix with the budget on a budget. Discount shopping. Yeah, this is why you fucking wanted to.
Cheap labor. Fuck that. Cheap labor gives you shit fucking results.
I better tell you, one of my best homies says that all the time, bro. But look what you get. Look what you get, bro. Now things next week against the Bears might change.
Nope.
But they didn't look.
You know why they're not gonna change? You know why they're not gonna change? Because fucking what's the name went in there, cleaned his fucking nail polish off, and he's starting to be a fucking man and turn around and did some shit. You think that he's gonna fucking turn around and listen to this shit? Number 1 overall draft pick is not gonna go in there start knocking some shit out. We're just gonna be. I'm thinking it's gonna be a good fucking test for us. He's just gonna fucking run all over us, bro. Did you see that game?
Bro, we lose to that motherfucker, bro. Yeah, I had to watch that shit. I had to watch that shit.
Off the fucking chain, bro. Bro, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. We should have kept Christian Wilkins, bro, because Christian Wilkins would have tried to get his little freaky ass.
He was hurt. And he was doing some gay shit. Yeah, they probably would have got along. Him and Caleb probably would have got together.
Like, come here, baby. Let me get you. Let's get in showers afterwards.
And they would have got married in that little Elvis chapel right there at the Rio. They would have got married at. You know what they got? They got a wedding chapel that's fucking. Remember the Hard Rock group Kiss?
Stop.
They got a wedding chapel there that's all Kiss, bro. They got Gene Simmons, another homeboy dressed like that, and you get married. And people were doing it, bro. They had a line outside. People were getting married, fucking with Kiss all around them and shit. It was dope. I watched me and my daughter watching that shit sit down. It was fucking crazy. People are crazy.
Yeah. Trade Max. Let's go. Fuck it. Get him out of here.
What's up? I'll give a couple. You won't even get a first round pick with that motherfucker right now.
He'll go disappear on somebody else's team, bro. Send his ass to Cincinnati. I don't give a fuck. I said that shit 2 years ago, and everybody, don't trade Max.
He's not productive right now. He's not being productive right now. And people will give you the excuse, Lo. Oh, he's getting double and triple team. I know you ain't sitting there watching Max. I know you ain't sitting there. That's the excuse, bro. He's so good, he gets double and triple team. But Garrett, all they're doing is they're blocking him with their tackle, and they're putting a little running back chip on him. That's it. You know who was getting double teamed? Adam Butler was getting double teamed by a guard and a tackle. That's who was getting double teamed all day.
And he was still getting
worried about it. And Adam Butler was getting a push, a little minimal push. But he got 2 big motherfuckers on him. You got a little running back, dude. And you get a good tackle on Max Crosby, he's gone. He's gone. All he has is a little push out fucking sack. He pushed Drake May out on behind the line of scrimmage and got a sack for that. It wasn't no big bomb ass hit sack.
You act like he's not out here putting in work. Fucking haters. Proline? That's your name, bro? Wow.
It's probably a Spanish name. It's probably a Spanish name. You act like who? He not out here putting in work.
Who you talking about exactly?
Who?
And who
we hating about? Max?
Who we hating on?
You act like Max ain't putting in work.
I got you, dude.
That motherfucker makes $100 million fucking dollars, dude. 106 a night, almost $40 million a year. And he got 1 sack.
And 1 strip in garbage time.
Everything he does is in garbage time.
Yeah.
Hey.
$6 million for Chip Kelly. Great investment.
He ain't looking like it either. I'll talk shit on Chip Kelly too.
Changes must be made ASAP.
As much as I like them.
Miklo,
We want to say when we gonna say that we need to make changes before it's too late. When we gonna say that?
This is the thing that pisses me off. Whatever your name is, Gonzalez, bro. We're fucking haters, bro. Okay, what's the purpose of the fucking game, bro? The purpose of the game is to fucking win, right? And they don't win, we shit on them. If they fucking win, if they win, we're still gonna shit on them for the bad shit that they did. We want to see perfection. We're fucking Raider fans, bro. We're not sitting there like, hey man, we're wearing all this shit, going to the game, spending thousands of fucking dollars just to sit back and get fucking ass whooped by a fucking over the hill fucking backup quarterback that's fucking older than our quarterback, bro. Like, we suck, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I like this one too.
How is it the truth? See, I love this one too. Young motherfuckers nowadays, bro, they don't understand. When you turn around, oh, you just hating. No, it's the fucking truth.
Look at this. I like this one too. Like, this is the one I like the most. This is the one I like the most, bro.
But Raider, he has the Raider tat, bro.
I know it's sarcasm. He doesn't mean it, but that's you hear that.
Right, I'll play with you.
That's a sack or two right there because he has a Raider tat, huh?
Yeah. He has a podcast. Hey, look at his podcast now, dog. Look at his podcast. It's a big ass, nice building, whatever, whatnot. They got all this shit going and everything like that. So, I get up early in the morning, I eat my Wheaties and vitamins and do my stretches and do cold plunge and all this shit. You still ain't doing shit. Maybe back away from your fucking podcast. Maybe fucking turn around, focus a little bit more on what you want your defense to be. Get out there recruiting. Oh, well, that's not my job or whatever. We're not. Then you don't want to fucking win, bro. You don't want to fucking win, man. Get out. Miss me with all that bullshit.
And we go this one, look. I know Raider guy, what's up, bro? Mark needs to sit back as an owner and hire a CEO who knows what he's doing and multiple Super Bowl ring experience as a GM and run Raider program. That's what he got fucking, I supposedly fucking got the fucking GOAT for. But you know what he was doing? You know what our GOAT was doing? He was out there calling the fucking Bear Cowboy game.
Yeah.
How focused are we say Tom Brady's but no one talks about that. Administration, bro. That's beyond administration. You're a fucking owner. You be there. If you say you got to say, be there. Fuck Fox. You own a team, dude. You're making a bunch of money.
Guys, yeah, talking shit. It's your podcast and your opinion. We're all tired of the same bullshit. Yeah, you're in line.
You can't deny that this game, bro. We can go game by game. That's what I go by, bro. I want to fix what we fucked up. And there's a long list. There's a long list next week, bro. This next week coming up that we have to fix. And it's been the same shit that Gravy and Lowe and Gabe has been talking about. Very rarely, you know, Lowe will fuck up on flow and want to be positive and bring the team up and piss us off.
I'm a fan and I want us to win. But
I understand.
We are seeing this shit, bro. Fully. But I also agree with you. Regardless of whatever, when I turn around, I was like, all right,
I know you do, Lo.
I try to spin it
because it's not easy for me to say everything's all good when it's not. It's just not easy for me to say everything's all good when it's not.
To where we can understand that, like, look, the fandom's still there. We want to see the Raiders win. So even though you're saying something, and it makes a lot of motherfuckers think, and where everybody be sitting here, when we be sitting here bullshitting, Gravy, and then you make me think about shit. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes it's fucking repeat, and it gets fucking annoying. It gets annoying.
It's annoying. What I know it does. It gets. I know it gets annoying to people because we love our team so much. Believe you me, you know I do. I wouldn't spend money to buy all this shit and go to these games and buy hotels and kick it. I wouldn't do all that, man, if I didn't love my team. But I'm the type guy to say, no one says. It's easy to be in the chat or whatever, but if you go on here and say anything bad about a person or fucking the Raiders, it needs to be said, bro. Everything ain't all good over here right now.
Yeah,
it's bad. It's bad. So if you say it, accept it. But just the stupid excuses. It's only the third game. Well, what do we have to look forward to? What on the fourth game? What do we have to? Do you feel confident we're going to win that game? Nope. Maybe by Thursday or Friday, I'll say, all right, let's go. We're gonna fix this during practice. You know that's the all right. Let's go. But right now, fresh off this game, when it's fresh off my mind, I don't like talking about this shit. But they make it hard for me not to. Yeah. That team made it hard for us not to say the offensive line is ass, straight up booty hole ass, bro. Booty hole. It wasn't Geno Smith. Last week, Geno Smith sucked, right? Geno Smith was bad last week. He recouped this week. It was hard for him to get the ball off, and it wasn't bad snaps.
You see the frustration in him.
He was mad. He was mad. And we can't say Aston Genty is ass. Aston Genty did all that work by himself, bro. We just expect, just imagine if we had some decent shit right there, opening holes for him. It wasn't even decent.
Hey, me too, Aaron.
I don't mind game 3. I don't mind game 3 making some adjustments, some minor adjustments. Like it's a guard, he's a guard, he's a guard. Try him out. Put the young guys in and see something might happen. This guy might pop. This guy might get. You just don't wait for shit to get worse and then make the decision. Game 6 and 7. Oh, we got to make a change now.
I got to ask you a question. As a coach, when you're coaching offensive line, is the linemen, are they ever supposed to turn their backs on the quarterback?
Their back is to the quarterback.
No, what I'm saying, turn away from them. So if they're blocking and stuff like that, shouldn't they be like this, back to the quarterback? But not like this, bro. Like not literally just Wagner. Fucking was right there. He stood for a second. Parham just went exactly like this. Hole was directly open to him.
Wagner was in a game. Wagner was in a game.
Not even a fucking he bro. He didn't even fucking smell him, bro. Like nothing. He just straight to the fucking hole, bro. Like wide open.
I didn't see that low, but I expect that. I expect that. They have responsibilities, maybe to help, and then it was like a delayed loop or something. They do that, bro. They do. The defensive coordinators are very creative. They're very and we got rocked. What's the name of that guy? Real respectful Witt. His name's Witt. I don't know his first name, but I've heard of him before, and he designed some good shit. Had our offensive line tripping.
Yeah,
had our offensive line tripping to where we're saying these guys are ass. You know, Parham he's little, dude. Yeah, look at the dude, bro. He's little. So is Meredith is little. Can't have 290-pound guy. I don't give a fuck what it says on the roster. He ain't fucking 300 pounds. And he's going against guys that are 340, 330. The inertial, the physics of that, low, is not going to work for you unless you're the powerfulest motherfucker. Unless you're hella strong. You know, and I make exceptions. JPJ is hella strong. And the way he is, no wonder he gets fucking concussions, bro, because he's like that. And we needed that type dude today. At least to get him a little confident. For Geno, at least, or for Genty. I respect Genty for doing that shit by himself, because that's what he did, bro. He got 60 yards basically all by himself. We can't say that he's a bust. That's what we got to look forward to. We get something right in there. I want to hear that shit, Genty's ass. He did his thing, bro. He did his thing.
I know, Raider guys. What do you guys want? Amy tries to come back if she's going to come back and help run the front office. I mean, that's really not going to do nothing, brother. Like, I mean,
business. She's business lady.
The
lady we got.
Yeah, she's done her thing, and shout out to Amy, bro. But yeah, she
was there in a heyday. She was there in a heyday when we were good. When we were one of the last good times we had. We remember.
Yep, Seattle had a horrible line under him. Elias, yeah. Says, what the fuck they bring him to trash ass to Vegas? Exactly.
And there's nothing we can do about that, bro. We can say it all we want, bro, but there is nothing we can fucking do. You think this dude's gonna fire his boy, bro?
I would, quick.
He might diminish his on the unders. He might say, "Hey, you're not. This isn't working. Have a good coach, because really." When you're there, he's your dad, but he's your head coach. He's your boss. You're working for your father. And a spike tech gets into it, then he's gonna have to do it. Because they're having a problem with the offensive line.
Bruce asked right here. Let me ask you, y'all, how do we turn this around? Trade fucking somebody, sign somebody, pick up somebody's contract, get you a fucking center and a guard. Or a right tackle. And like on some real shit, bro. Like, you have to make a fucking move now. If you want to see any kind of fucking results right now, you're gonna have to trade, give up some fucking picks, do something to make this fucking line a little bit better, bro. Washington did it. They did whatever the fuck they needed to do. Traded shit, got whatever the fuck they needed, but they had some capital, but they're paying a lot of fucking money out.
It's too late. It's too late.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. So that's the thing. It is too late.
But you know what? I understand what he means. But I understand what you mean, Lo. But giving up a guy, that guy's gonna be very important on this team. You know, it could be like a guy like Jacoby. It could be a guy like Mac. They want somebody for their guy. You know, oh, you're desperate for this guy. We want this guy. And then you're gonna no win. It's gonna be a bad trade, unless we're winning. If we're winning, you know, and if we're in a playoff push, yeah, trade a motherfucker. But it doesn't look like it. Shout out to the 75 watching us, bro. Shout out. Yeah. Check this out too. I think, you know, I'm seeing a lot of questions like, what should we do? This is what Gravy thinks, and tell me if you agree, you know. Like, right. Okay, we're having problems on our interior. Glaze had a bad game. Okay, I understand that, and we could say that, hey, look, it's Von Miller, all right, but he's younger. He's a big dude. He's strong, but it's Von Miller, and he's half himself. And then you should be doing that to a guy like, you know, Glaze had a problem with him today. Okay, all in all, Glaze has had a very good season, but enough to not fuck with him. All right, the interior line, we need to do something with that. We need to tinker that a little bit. You know what I mean? Parham is way too small to be on the field. Way too small to be on the field. He's getting outpushed all the time, and maybe, you know, we got a young guy there, and you just got to see what he got, bro. He's bigger, he's young, and we don't know. You know what I mean? It's got to be better than what Parham is. You know what I mean? And realistically, you know, we didn't have problems with the snap this week, right? And as a whole, the offensive line didn't play good. Even Miller let a sack go by him. But if JPJ was at the right guard and we had the young guy in there, let's see what that's about. You know what I mean? And then if there's problems with the snap again, and if it's not too late, then we could do that switch to. I know JPJ will snap the ball better. I know that. I understand that. But as a whole, I don't know if it'll be.
If he snaps the ball better, then he's going to get off. What happened?
You're breaking up, bro.
I'm breaking up?
Yeah. I'm looking at my TV right now, your robot.
Oh.
Yeah. Do it. There you go. Go ahead. What were you gonna say though? You're good now. You just
I was listening to you. Bottom line, we are playing like they practice. We look weak, and Peter's too playful and not on their asses like a feared and respected coach. I thought the whole offseason was soft. Shout out Sir Dre.
That's a good point. That might be a good point. You know, playing around too much, not getting down in the business. That they highlighted that, then I didn't see a problem with it. But we have the same guy. What changed from last year's offensive line? You know what I'm saying? What's up, babe? What changed, bro? That's what I want to. You know. It's just the only one that's in there that's different, besides a different position, is Kappa. Parham played last year.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
what they have, 5 sacks?
I think more.
I think I seen 5.
Loco, what's up, bro?
What changed was Brandon Kell. Yeah, we got a new staff.
Mm-hmm. Chargers have 4 offensive linemen drafted in the first round. Yeah.
Man, that'll pan out, bro. Maybe 1, hopefully 2 would pan out doing that. I won't go aggressive like that. We got 2 offensive linemen in this draft. You know, let's see what they can do. It's time already. This bad, 5 sacks from your veteran guys. Let's see. And an $11 million guy that you got out there that you were hoping would do it, you know, it's just there's no trust. The offensive line ain't together. And tinkering it, and I'll give them this, tinkering it right now would be the best thing to do. Not game 7, game 8, game 9, and then finally realizing this ain't working. Because I did not like hearing Pete Carroll say, we'll be the team.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a professional football team to me, bro.
Mm.
It doesn't. Well, let me rephrase that. The offensive line does not look like a professional offensive line to me, and that's the biggest. That's our problem, bro. Those are our problems. So.
And the problem is that, can we say we didn't stop the run today? It was embarrassing for the offensive line doing what they did to. I mean, the running backs did to us with Washington, bro.
Yeah.
200 yards rushing, dude. 200 yards rushing. We can't be proud of that. We cannot not talk about it. We cannot. Not happy with that.
Well,
we're bragging.
I'm done talking about it. I'm cool. I get it. We fucking lost. We got another fucking week. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to give us another fucking try. At the quarter of the season, if it's going to be this way, bro, like on some real shit, you guys can do the show by yourself because I ain't going to waste my motherfucking time. This is some fucking bullshit. I'm fucking over this shit, bro. How long have we been doing it, Greg? How long have we been doing this shit?
What, as a whole, Red Nation Live, a couple years.
Year 3 or going on fucking year 4.
Yeah.
Year 4, bro. Nothing. Fucking nothing, bro. This is crazy.
Bro, I wasn't happy for what we got.
Week on Sunday, and that's it.
I wasn't happy with what we did in free agency. I was all right with what we did in the draft. Genty just highlighted me, you know. But I thought that those guys they have to do something. Those guys have to do. We need them to do something, or we're gonna be just a 5-win team, bro. If that defensive line lets people, defensive line lets people do that to us, and it was easy for Washington to score because they ran so well. We seen firsthand what happens to your team when you run the football. That's exactly what happened to us today. That's exactly what happened to us. They ran the football down our fucking ass, and then they started throwing the ball all over the goddamn place. And then they got what it made it even worse is they had great special teams play. What the fuck are you kicking it to Deebo Samuel for? Twice. Right off the bat, bro, 60-yard fucking return. What do you want your defense to do? It wasn't good, dude. It wasn't good.
Yep.
And we weren't told this in the beginning. I just don't like getting tied to by head coaches and administration, and we're going to do this, and Tom Brady's here. What the fuck has Tom Brady done? What has he done? Oh, he picked this fucking quarterback, hand-picked it. He fucking cut him. He's not on our team. Well, he's on a practice squad, right? Miller's on a practice squad. What the fuck is he doing to us for us now? Hand-picked by Tom Brady. Practice squad. Gee.
All gas, no brakes. Whose fault is it now? Carr, maybe Coach McDaniels, or Antonio Pierce's fault?
always
we should never got rid of Derek Carr, bro. I'm gonna end on that note. I'm out.
Fuck that. Don't ever say that again in my life, bro.
Derek Carr should come back out of retirement and play for the fucking Raiders. I said it.
What did Gino do? What's that gonna do? He's just gonna get sacked more?
Hey, but he'll be the leader of all the fucking sacks.
Hey, dude, did you know that if this offensive line stays the way it is, dude? Do you know that it is predicted that Geno Smith will get sacked 70 times if we keep doing this? 70 fucking times, bro. I wouldn't blame him for leaving. Fuck this. I don't want to be around him. He's gonna get hurt. Geno's gonna get hurt. So we keep doing this little shit. I don't want to say it, but I did. He's gonna get hurt, and we keep this shit up like this. We are. So just do the obvious. You either play the young guys.
Don't even trip.
You either play the young guys, or we gotta adjust something.
Marty Garcia. Question: what is your grade on our offense, defense, and special teams, coach? Coaching. Fucking.
I got a F for
bro. You little yellow bus.
F offensive line, D+ running. Because of Trey Tucker, it's probably a C-. Defensive line, F. Coaching, D-. Secondary, F. Linebackers, F. Total grade, incomplete. Didn't even show up. The team was fucking tardy. They skipped. They did school.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up.
And what's bad about it? Your head coach gets on a floated. Your head coach gets on the stadium. I'll stay on the talk. Go ahead. You want to get on? I'll stay on for a little bit. Is that all right with you?
No, you're good, bro. Do your thing. Shit. I'm cool. I don't want to beat a fucking dead horse, bro. That horse is dead already. I will.
Cool. I'll beat the fuck out that horse today, bro. I'm gonna beat the shit out of it. It ain't gonna be able to gallop ever again.
It's a dead horse.
72 in here, man.
He's not gonna gallop again, dog. It's dead.
I'm just fuck. I'll make sure that motherfucker's dead. I'll start chopping it up, bro. Making some fucking horse meat, horse jerky. What's up?
Yeah, I'm a dip. I'm starting to get a headache.
I'll stay on for about another half hour, bro. Go ahead.
Cool. All right, man. Thank you guys for everyone pulling up, man. I appreciate you guys. We'll be live on Wednesday. I'll set it up, even though I'm talking all this shit. I'll be here on Wednesday. So we'll set it up. We'll see you guys on. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Gravy's gonna still do his thing, man. Appreciate you guys, man. You guys try to keep faith. Bullshit, but you know, y'all just hit the like buttons and don't forget to me there too. So, all right, Gravy.
All right, bro. You have good. I'll see you a little bit.
All right, bro. Later.
All right,
peace
man.
out, Nation. Peace.
Hey, I'm gonna send a. Try to see if anybody wants to talk to me and see how they flow. So I'm gonna be not focused for a minute. I can't do two things at once. So. But give me some questions you guys are talking about or reaction. I know we're upset. I know we're upset, but you know, you guys tell me. You guys tell me what we can do. Because what are you guys expecting to happen now that we're in this situation where we lost the game? We needed to stop the run. We were so happy about that. We needed to have our offensive line open up these holes for Asagenty. Didn't happen. So if we're gonna say that's something that we want to do, why did it just decimate in front of our eyes? Why did it just decimate in front of our eyes? Explain that to me. All right, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I already got a good question, man. I'll answer your guys' questions and I'll give you my reaction to what I thought. Question: who on our offensive line should be sent to the bench? Or we had changed the power instead of wide zone? I don't think the way. Arnie, man, if you look at Parham and see what type dude he is, he's very little. He's small. Again, we were overmatched up front. I seen that. and we did it happened last week. Overpowered offensive line, the overpowered offensive line, bad snaps. I think that was cleaned up today. I think Meredith had a decent, a good game as far as the snaps were concerned. We didn't have that problem again. That's a good note, but the overall game of everything was. You got to pinpoint it on the offensive line. You have to, and the defensive line. No pressure. Again, how many times? When are we gonna start talking about that? Our guys aren't getting to the quarterback. We ain't getting to the quarterback. We didn't stop the run. I heard all this shit on other shows that, hey man, we're the fourth. And then if we could get rushed 200 yards, bro, 201 yards they got against us with a couple of running backs. One of them's a rookie. I think there are two rookies. We got a lot of money in that defensive line. And we don't talk about that. The easiest way to beat this team is exactly what Washington did. Run the ball for 200 yards. You'll win a game. If you get 200 yards rushing, Rock, it's not going to be hard to win that football game at all. Something you're doing good, bro, if you get 200 yards rushing. We have yet to see that. Hey, Arnie again. Who is your biggest on defense? My biggest what? Disappointment. There he goes. My biggest disappointment on defense right now is Max Crosby. He has never been the type guy. And you know what? I'm not surprised that he's doing this. I'm not surprised at all that Max Crosby is doing this because he's never done it. He takes himself out of place. He over pursues. Yes, he has a motor, but that only gets you so far, bro. That motor will get you so far only if things go wrong with the quarterback. It's not his pressure. It's the quarterback, running away from him and he gets the sack. He had a good play where he got the running and got the quarterback right there. That's too late in the game, bro. You're doing shit too late in the game. Okay? And I'm just not happy with it. He bitched about his money when he didn't have to. He got his money, and now you need to prove to me that, you had several times you had just a tackle on you, and it's a good tackle, and that guy works you. That guy's working you. So what's the problem? You tell me yours, Arnie. Who is your disappointment? And I've been saying that I ain't happy with the secondary. If McLaren wanted to bust it up his quad or hamstring, he'd still be catching fucking on us. He got me points. I had to keep McLaren in there for fantasy. I had to have a good game. I lost fucking CD Lamb. Here we go. Rock Pete expects Boy Scouts, and that's not the Raiders at all. They ain't Boy Scouts, bro. Was that a $3 million performance? Who you talking about, bro? That you mean 30? He gets 30-something $million, bro. That's bad, bro. For one sack, and it barely was a sack. You just threw Drake May to the sideline, bro. It was behind the line of scrimmage, so you got credit for that. But it wasn't no big ass hit. Genty and Tucker, those are my games highlights. I'll give Tucker those 2 catches, touchdown, but it was gone already, bro. Game was over. The game was over. I watched the game fully. The thing is that it's just, gosh, man, it was so bad. It was so disappointing, man. I get disappointed so much. Nick Benito was giving Joel nightmares, definitely earning his money. And that's a linebacker. Nick Benito's a linebacker. He's faster than they use him very well there. What's up with that game? Who won that game? The Chargers won. Got to get big plays more often. Yeah. And then he needed to do it 2 games ago. He needed to do it. We shouldn't be talking about that now, and we should be giving them chances. We got to get on this stage and go say, "What are you doing, bro?" Someone needs to get on his podcast and say, "You know what? What the fuck are you doing, dude? You're making $30-something million. Why aren't you doing things?" And I wonder what his excuse is. Oh, I got fucking massive tackles. What is he gonna say about that? Raider Nation is not happy with what you're doing. Why are you sitting there flaunting on a podcast and being happy when you played like shit? There we go. Jason Downs, Van Ruten, and Luminar are balling out for the Giants. I seen that. And Luminar still doing his thing, getting penalties though. Arnie, defense, poor tackling, internal offensive line gets pushing around and both passing and rushing down. Yep. We ain't gonna be able to run the ball if they keep doing that. And it doesn't matter if they're power because our offensive line is not powerful. To run power, you got to be powerful. And we ain't that. We're lighting the ass in 2 spots of our offensive line. And Keppa ain't that big either. So Parham gained fucking 30 pounds. That's fat fuck. That's what he is. He's a little fat fuck. There we go. We got to invest in our O-line, bro. No protection. Yep, Jerry, you're absolutely right. I'll give you that. That offensive line showed a major, major weakness. We thought it was iffy. We talked about that. You know, on my guy's show. My guy right here, Jeff. What's up, Jeff? I hope you're feeling better, man. I sent you the link if you want to talk about this offensive line situation. Be my guest, bro. You don't have to. It's good. There are no bright spots to build on in this game at all. The fact that Gino took it over, you know, the fact that he was upset and he looked upset, and it wasn't like like that, but it was like the way everybody played. He's in charge of that, and he looked like he took it. And then in his press conference, he said it. You know, he didn't try to say get out of it. He is responsible for that, and you know when he can't say, or he's not gonna go out there and say my front was sorry, my front didn't help me at all. You know, you say the normal things and say we got to work. But if it's game 7, 8, 9, 10, that excuse is just gonna fly out the wayside. So just say, you know what? I'll take it. I gotta play better. You know, that's gonna be the norm. And then you just don't listen to shit like that. You're already in next year, but why don't we play the young guys? What do you think about that, Jason? I don't give a fuck if we get that tackle and put him in guard. He knows how to play it. We got 2 tackles, and one of them we were going to transition to guard. And the other one played guard before. That's got to be, if they're younger, it's got to be better. But why are we picking guys that ain't ready in the 3rd round? Why are we picking guys that ain't ready? We already did that with our legit 3rd round pick and our 2nd round pick. They're barely getting on the field, bro. Wash up duty. And then they're missing tackles on wash up duty. And catching 1 ball. All eyes. What's up, bro? My Fresno partner. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Bad day. Bad day. Would you sit Bowers the fully instead of playing? I would sit Bowers. I would have said Bowers today, but we would have had probably no offense. If we want to say he was a bright spot, I'll give him the factor that he's playing, but he wasn't a factor. He wasn't a factor today at all. Decoy and don't do that to that dude. Don't hurt him, kill him. If you want to do something like that, then run the fuck out of Genty. Because of what it looks like up front, where it looks like Gino's bound to get hurt if that shit keeps happening. And Genty, we're going to be disappointed in Genty because we're going to blame him. and we've been doing that. But the offensive line didn't play the way they did today, then you got to take back what you think about Genty, because Genty ran on his own. He did all that on his own. So now we know what Genty has, which I appreciate. That's the minor bright spot that I seen, was Genty balling out like that. He didn't get the yards we wanted, but he did what he had to survive out there. And I appreciate that. Because look at the predicament he in. It was nothing. Bowers was fine. Forced the ball to him. Jacoby in triple coverage. Dante, damn, Gino loves Dante. I think the deep ball is getting called too much. That option is getting called too much. I don't think Thornton belongs out there. He doesn't. He doesn't. He's not strong enough yet. He's not. We fell in love with this guy. And I was always doubting him because where he was picked and what he does only. He's a big play guy in Tennessee that's a quarterback friendly, throw the ball downfield type guy. That's a type guy we needed, but why didn't we get somebody a playmaker that can run routes? All this dude can do is just run straight. Tucker looks like he's getting some things done as far as route tree. He does. I'll give him that. But Tucker needs to be consistent. You can't do a good touchdown maker in New England, fall off against Chargers, do good this game, and then fall off against where's the consistency, bro? I don't see Jacoby Myers doing shit like that. How many yards did Jacoby Myers have today? He caught some clutch balls. And I respect Trey Tucker getting those touchdowns for us, but it didn't matter when he did those last two. It didn't matter at all. Be on for a minute. We'll be on for a minute, bro. I know you're getting me a chat, but for a while. Oh, you're getting on too. You getting on? You having a show, Jeff? If we're having a show, man, I'll get on it. I'll close this one up and get on it. I don't know if you want me bitching all day. Here we go. Jason Down says, I'm with you. Let Grant play guard. I'm with you. Let Brad play guard. Fuck it. Can't be no worse. Exactly, bro. And then I know if he's at left guard, he got to play better than fucking Parham has. Parham is done with him, bro. I'm done with him. Just that game alone, bro. I was done with him. I can't have that little dude out there, bro. Just look at homeboy. Look at homie, man. What's up, Orlando Padilla? How you doing, bro? How you feel today? How you feel today about this I don't want to say atrocity that we had. Salute, Coach Tripa Gravy. I'm Tripa Gravy now. That's fine. Question. Here we go, Arnie, with the good questions, bro. Question: would you start JPJ at center, Rogers and Grant at guards, and with a power running scheme? How do we know how powerful these guys are putting in there? I would mind those two young guys at guards because we have a problem. But if JPJ switches to center, then Meredith will be one of those guards. So we can have the one that's supposed to be a guard, be guard. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, I know I didn't say that before, that I don't trust JP. There's a reason why he's playing guard. There's a reason why he's there, and we don't know what that is. So if we put him back at center, we'll put Meredith at guard. I don't know which side, and then we'll put the young guy. Just do something with Parham. With Parham's playing left guard, put the young guy at left guard or Meredith, and then have the other guy go to the other side, because those are our problems. Our interior line is there's no other option. because we'll have to wait for another guard. Or we trade or do something for another guard, and we get a guard off waivers. Why is he on waivers? Or why is he sitting around? Because he didn't make a team. And does that impress you for over? We can say anything's better than Parham right now, or Kappa. But Kappa's making a lot of money, man. So he's gonna be in there. That spy tech, he has to work. He has to work. I don't know if you're having a show now, Jeff. I don't know if you're having a show now. Usually about 7, everybody gets together. I'll probably be off by there, bro. Maybe 15 minutes, and I'll get on with you and see what's up. Try to 50 come in here, bro. I allow 20 people just because low left, 20 low. Hey, I'm talking to you. Give me a reaction. You guys heard all my bullshit. Is it bullshit today? Did you guys feel it? Most of you are with me. Was the effort there? Hell no. That's all Pete. Yeah, the effort wasn't there from the beginning, bro. No pride in special teams from the get-go. Other than Tucker, the other wide receiver disappeared too. It wasn't expected. I thought what he could do, I thought Jacoby did well. Well, hop on if you want, bro. I'll stay on for a minute. If you come in, I'll stay on for a minute. What you doing? You at work? Bloom. I hear your point. You gonna have something later? I want everything. We have another good show. It won't be long. It won't be a long, crazy show. I got to kick it with wifey for a little bit. I got to work tomorrow early. I'm expected there early tomorrow. Just let me know how you feel, Jeff. I got you on IG too. I'm watching. You were typing, but let me know what's up, man. Loaned you too. I like to see your input. I'll probably hear your show. You're probably saving it. That's cool. All right. Halftime, going to refill coffee and grab a smoke. I mean, yeah, absolutely. If I see you, I sent it to you. I'll send it to whoever. Agreed. Get the rookies in there. O-line, Grant Rogers would be cool. I would expect guard play for them, but it's time, man. I don't want to wait. It's bad. I don't want to wait. Game 7 and 6 when it's really out of hand. And then if we come home and we have these young guys in there, it ain't gonna be a situation to where we're on a away game and it's different for these guys. Let them fuck up at home, and it's not, the noise isn't a problem. They can hear the calls, they can do stuff and that, but maybe these concussion issues is the reason why that, JPJ ain't center. We ever think that? You think the struggles on the line are guys getting zone blocking or just poor performance? I think it's the guys we have, bro. Zone blocking is just movement. Meredith and Parham ain't big, bro. You got to be big to play offensive line. No matter if you're running a power scheme or whatever, changing it. If you have it already in your Rolodex of power blocking, his game plan is to get outside zone play. And he goes inside zone play. Offensive line goes one way, they move. Because they have footwork. They got to have good footwork. They got to have balance. Got to get into those guys. And when you're moving big guys, it's hard for them to react to it. That's the whole point of running zone. Power is that. You better have some strong motherfuckers in there. I don't think we do. Is this week there's no adjustments at the line. We go get handed to the Bears at home. It tells us that we need to do about the coaching staff. They're all over their heads. I don't think they're over their heads, bro. Is that I think that the shit ain't working. What they think we were gonna do isn't working. Now, if you panic and start switching shit, you see, the thing they did is they stuck with this. They've stuck with it, and That's normally what you do. That's normally what you do. But if you're gonna sit here and just get blown and blown and blown, we as a fan base is gonna say something about it, and we're gonna say about it quickly. We already are saying it. And we could be like me on a game by game basis. Hey, maybe next week we'll say if this fucking offensive line is dope. Parham might have a resurgence and get his head out of his ass and start blocking. But it's repetitive that Parham does this. When are we gonna get that? We expect Parham to play like this. We expected Kappa to play like this. I see the stats you guys give me. Kappa was the worst line. It ain't the first time I heard that. It ain't the first time I heard that. I'm with you, Caesar. You're upset. I was very unhappy what we did in free agency. It was bad. There we go. He didn't like it. It was fucking bad. I was watching the last few minutes of the first half. That was even bad. First half was bad. Now, do we expect the second half resurgence of this team? I think it was out by halftime. It was done. I'm glad we agree. Something has to change. Something has to change offensively. And it's hard to run a system unless you installed it already to run that power game, but we ain't got power guys. We got zone guys. Miller been playing zone. Even when Gruden was here, it was zone. And maybe when McDaniels came, it was mix and match. He installed both. But Chip Kelly is a zone guy. He probably would do some power shit, but he's a zone guy. He's an outside zone guy. Spread you out, outside zone. And he's been tightening things up. He's been having condensed formations. You see the real. You do trips or bunch formation. Usually, if you're a good running team, you spread those wide receivers out so they can benefit that space that they give you. We're condensing our formations. Why? To help our quarterback block. To help these guys block. You gotta leave somebody in there. I usually love debating you, Gravy, but I can't argue with you this week about anything. We sucked at all phases of the game. Thank you, Raider Biggs. You come back at me when I'm not right. What is zone? Orlando, what zone blocking is? There's different kind of zone blocking, and it varies. You got inside zone block. You got outside zone block. It's when your offensive line is moving. You're moving. You ever see an offensive line just get their guys and go all the way to the sideline? That's zone block. And what happens is that the running back is patient and sees a crease open up in between those guys, wherever the play's supposed to go. It opens up a little bit. The guy plants his foot and shoots right through it. Watch Philadelphia. That's the type of shit we need. I don't see my guy yet. Let me see on my internet, Jeff. I don't see you on my screen. Your camera good? There you go. I got Jeff in the house to talk about this. How you feeling, brother?
Health-wise, I feel okay compared to yesterday. I'm awake.
You look like it.
Feel like shit after watching that game today, though.
Only got worse, didn't it?
Oh, it was pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I don't know where to start on how bad this game was right from the get-go.
I started talking about our offensive line first. They will get the defense, and they will get the special teams.
Oh, the attempt of an offensive line that was disgusting. We thought last week was bad. This was pitiful. This was absolutely disgusting.
As a whole.
Yeah, as a whole. I mean, everybody. Glaze was getting beat. JPJ didn't even play, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't see him out there at all. I saw him dressed. I saw Capper out there the whole time. So it's like, I don't. I'm just
Hey,
so.
well, let me tell you this, Jeff. Let me tell you this. Do you think this JPJ situation, right? Do you think that he was dressed out? He didn't play offensive line at all, but he was in on special teams. He was a guard. He came in a guard and replaced Parham when we kicked a field goal, and we kicked that extra point.
Why is he not playing? He cleared concussion protocol. I'm not that he would have been the answer out there, but it would have been at least one better guy out there than what we had. You know, I'm not saying he was.
Nobody's saying.
Yeah, he's not the answer to everything. This offensive line needs a spark. They need something. And I've said this last night on our show and Friday night too. The answer is in our building. The answer is not coming from the outside. We got to do something internally. There's no one out there that we're going to grab that's a free agent unless we trade. But even that, trading's not going to be the answer either. You know.
Yeah.
This offensive line is not going to be fixed until the offseason. I just think it's going to be our major woe all season long. You know, and this goes back to when Pete Carroll, after the first preseason game against Seattle, when we looked like complete dog shit for that offensive line. And he made that comment of, you know, this is going to take some time for us to, you know, figure out who our starting five is going to be. You know, it could be next week. It could be the week after. It could be weeks into the season. I don't want to hear that from my head coach. That's not what I want to hear. That tells me he doesn't have confidence. They can't make a straight decision on who's the best five guys to put out there, you know, and it drives me nuts. You know, Parham, I'm sorry, but he's got to go. Kappa's not the answer either. I'm with you. What the hell worse can we do? Put Caleb Rogers out there. Get him out there. Just put him in there. He's a big body. You know, get him out there. Get him the playing time. You know, and like you said, start him. Do it this week because it's a home game. Do it at home where the crowd noise isn't going to be an issue. When you're on the road, the crowd gets loud when we're out there on offense. You know?
Yeah. They pump you up type way. That's a pump you up type way. It's not distracting you. You know what I mean? Yeah, that I understand. I believe you. I said that too. We're going to do something like that, which what I predict, Jeff, is that there ain't gonna be no changes. I don't think. You know,
I don't think there is. Unfortunately,
you know?
I think they still got it set in their mind that this is the five. You know, with JPJ part of that five, and that's what they're going to go with for the rest of the season. I'll tell you right now, all the predictions that everybody made on what they thought Genty should do for the season, that ain't going to happen. He's not going to come. I don't think he's going to come anywhere close to 1,000 yards.
Let me ask you this. What did you feel about the way our offensive line played in the running game and what Genty did? What did you feel about that? Do you agree with me? Because this is what I said. I don't know if you heard me, but I said Genty did a lot of that by himself. We've seen the talent and the elusiveness and the bang that he could produce for us. Just imagine if that line was together and working well, what we would get. We would get the Genty that we want. We've seen a little bit of that today. We've seen that today.
Yeah.
We can't blame Genty.
No, I'm not blaming him at all.
No, I know you don't. I know you're not. But people would, and they are. But they didn't help him any. He did that on his own.
Yeah, you can't blame a guy that doesn't have a line blocking for him and making holes and doing the lead blocks for him. You know, he had that one real good run early on where he broke through the line, made a couple of moves himself to get another like 5 or 6 yards out of it. What he did today was all by himself, plain and simple, because the line wasn't doing shit for him. You know, that was him just seeing the vision, seeing the holes, and knowing where to go. You know, it just. And then there was one play where I think it was like 3rd and 1, and they put Zamir out there on 3rd and 1, and he got stuffed. It's like shotgun. Yeah, why is he even out there? Why? Jeez.
And we even put Luby out there on a 4th and short.
I didn't see that. I must have missed that one. I might have gone outside for a cigarette or something.
I didn't get pissed, but I figures. It figures, you know what I mean? That then when it's 40-24 or 41-24, okay, take Genty out. That'll be the time to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not bang Genty when, you know, we got the game in it. Like New England, like when we played New England. I don't want banging him and he's losing yards. That's what Zamir White's for. And actually on a better note, Jeff, today I watched very viciously on Genty. He worked on his pass blocking. He you could tell he worked on it. So he chipped those guys pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's not what they want. He did get taken out of game a couple of times while in passing situation, but I could tell he worked on that, and I appreciate that. No problems with what Genty did today. No problems.
Nah, not at all.
No. Just that it affects the grade that I have on the running game on the offensive line. They need to work together, and they didn't help him out any at all. He did it on his own. So what do you think about we on your show, that great show I was on Friday? But a lot of the people in the panel and a lot of people that were in the chat that were saying we're the fourth best run stuffing defensive line in the NFL. How many times did you hear that? And what happened today? And what happened today?
They didn't show up. They didn't show up today.
I'm not happy that I'm saying this, but you should have waited. You know, it's good to see the stats. 201 yards. At least, you know, they would have had like 100 something, whatever. They controlled the game, controlled the clock. 201 yards rushing on 2 rookie running back.
Yep. That's part of the reason why I saw Nikorsky Merritt. I had him on one of my teams, and I threw him out there today. I just had a feeling that he was going to have a decent day. He didn't have a killer day, but he did enough for me to get me the win. So, but it just the defense did not look good, not at all. That front line looked pitiful.
How about our guy Max Crosby today? What'd you think about his production?
That sack came at garbage time. That was just a lucky sack. He was getting handled pretty damn well by that tackle. Whoever the hell that kid was, he was doing pretty good on him. Again, it's the same situation. Our leading tacklers were three out of the 4 leading tacklers were our secondary. Butler was the other one. Butler had a decent game. I'll give Butler credit. And I heard you say this. Butler was getting double teamed a lot. And he was still getting in there and still being effective.
Yeah, making tackles.
Yeah. And
Butler was
Max still doing that. Yeah, and Max still doing that over-pursuing shit too. You know?
I like it when Max goes inside and it comes back out. That delays him from over. You just see him trying to reach out and get the running back by his back. And all the quarterback has to do is just step up. That's it. He steps into Butler. That would happen, but he's getting double teamed. So it's tough for him.
When he does those wide outside, I equate that to it's just like driving a truck versus driving a car. The turning radius on a car is a lot smaller, so you can make those. When he goes wide outside like that, it's like the turning radius on a big fire truck, and that's how I equate it to, because he has to take such a wide swing. Whereas you got a smaller truck with a shorter wheelbase and a better steering radius, you can move around and maneuver better. And he's taking those too big of a wide turns. It's like he's driving a truck trying to get to the quarterback. He ain't going to get to him. Any quarterback in this league is either going to move up enough to get away from you or they're going to release the ball. You know, that shit ain't going to work.
I think Tunsil got him.
I'll tell you that.
Tunsil worked him again. Tunsil got him. And Tunsil that's why Tunsil's one of the best, tackles in the game is because y'all got Max Crosby. He ain't going to do shit on me. Repeatedly happens. Yes, I understand you get the best tackles in football. But the real ones, the real good ones that get paid like you, they beat those guys. They get there. You got Tunsil on an inside play. He probably wasn't even supposed to block you, and you got that hit. And he went crazy after it. God damn, man. Come on. I want more.
I mean, if you had to evaluate what we paid him for that huge contract, and what he's produced so far in the field this year, we overpaid. Totally overpaid right now. And Kuntz, what happened to him? Invisible
Very,
again.
very slow, bro. Very slow, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I saw Tyree making plays today, which is like I can't believe that sometimes, but you saw him in the backfield making plays, stuff in the run.
In the second half. You
know?
35 or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, the lone bright spot, I'm going to give it to Genty. I'm actually going to give it to Gino, too, because he played his ass off with no protection. He still had a decent day. And I want to give it to Tucker, but the problem is a lot of that time, a lot of his stats and everything came in garbage time when we were already down by like two plus or three scores. I mean, it wasn't going to make a difference even if he scored again. He still had a decent game. It was finally time that you saw him show up, but he was left wide open half the time. It's like they weren't even scared of us, whether it was a running or passing. It just.
I thought the first touchdown was
great.
The first touchdown was great. The first touchdown was good play.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was the best. That was the best one of the game right there, because it was when it still mattered.
The other two didn't matter to me. Great to get your open. Great to get open, but you got to do that shit when it matters, or too late. Too much too late.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Gino rejuvenated himself. 3 touchdowns.
No interceptions. Didn't turn the ball over.
After 3 picks, didn't turn the ball over. Got sacked. What, 5-6 times?
5-6 times. Last I looked, it was 5. It could have been 6 by the time the game was over. I know it was definitely 5 at that point.
Geno Smith. We keep doing this. Geno Smith is on pace, Jeff, to get sacked 70 times.
That's insane.
On pace for 70.
Horrible. How many was he sacked? How many times was he sacked last year? And Seattle's offensive line was not that great either. So I'm sure he's got a little PTSD from that too. It's like this is like
he doesn't like it. He looked like he didn't like it.
No.
He looked like he didn't like it. But the drive and the want to and the completions with that. Hey, first of all, the exchange was good, right? It looked like we cleared that up.
Yeah, I didn't see any mess-ups with that.
That was one of the notes that we said had to be fixed. And that was one of the things that was a problem for Geno against the Charger game. That was fixed. I didn't see no bad snaps, but they worked on that. So these guys are working. They're working. Now the worst thing after that happens is the protection, and the run game, the same old shit after that. So I don't know, we're easing onto it, but let me ask you this, Jeff. Do you want to see changes? Right now would be the best time to make changes this game right here. It's at home game, just like you mentioned. I mentioned it too. Home game, put the young guys in. I would put the other guy. He played guard before. He's a rookie. Put both those guys.
Grant? Yeah, put Grant and Caleb Rogers. Yeah. What do you got to lose? What do you got to lose at this point? I mean, we can't get any worse.
So you're at that point to where, hey, do it now, because if we do it later, it's going to get even worse, because these guys are going to have to be rushed into winning football games, and you don't want that.
No. Well, and the other thing too is you got to look at these are veterans that are out there playing right now, and they can't get the job done. Let's put the young guys in there on the offensive line, and let's see what they can do. They might surprise you, and they might be better than we thought. They could end up turning this team around. On the offensive line. That, like I said, something's going to be done sooner than later, because if we wait any longer, it's going to be too late. If they give it the old, let's wait till the bye week. That's still 4 weeks away from now. Still 4 weeks.
Week 8. What is it? Week 8? Week 9?
Yeah,
that's too late to be. That's too late to be switching. You got injuries.
Should we make the change on the offensive line coach at this point too? That might not be a bad idea. I would be all for putting Philbin back in charge of the offensive line. I mean, you saw what he did last year at the half. It
changed. It changed a little bit. But
you need change.
What I would do is that I think Brennan Carroll is overwhelmed with his responsibility because I barely found out. I should have known this before. I didn't know if you knew that he is our running game coordinator.
Oh, he is.
Our running game.
I thought he was just the offensive line.
Yeah, he's an offensive line coach / running game coordinator. Now, what head coaches do, if they're your father, is being a running game coordinator means that you game plan, you design ways for your running game to function. That's what a running game coordinator does. You see it a lot in college. You have a running game coordinator, passing game coordinator, usually a wide receiver coach. It's a title that the NFL head coach would put on you for you to be an offensive coordinator, a picking an offensive coordinator, because usually organizations don't want, hey, you're an offensive line coach, why don't you try being a coordinator? And then, obviously, if you're a coordinator, that means you run something, you game plan for something, you're in those meetings where you're game planning for the team. He's doing that with Chip Kelly. He's designing ways for offensive line to run the football, and we're not successful at that. So actually, he's fucking up in two things. Now let's do this. Let's try taking that coordinator, diminish it, not letting them have the title, because we all know how our run game is, but take away the responsibility of that and let them solely work with the offensive line, and put Philbin, which knows how to do that because he's been in the league so long, in a different role, a more hands-on, better, hey, I'm going to work with Brennan to get him right type role. Give him Marvin Lewis was the AP so-called, but I didn't see Marvin Lewis in anything with AP, but something like that. Because in the offensive line, they can work together. They can be more together. If it's a position, Marvin Lewis was guiding AP to be a head coach. That's hard to do. But offensive line stuff, I would take that away from you. That's too much responsibility. Maybe you weren't ready for that. But I know he wants his son. He ain't going to fire his son. We know that, Jeff. The only unless Spytek comes out here, and yes, it might be nepotism, but nepotism is all through NFL. Nepotism is all through football, and you can't tell me not. There's a lot of coaches that have their sons, cousins, brothers, sisters maybe, or something in the organization to help them out, get a job, and probably work their way up to do things. But being a run game coordinator is a coordinating job. You got a lot of responsibility. You're doing a lot of things, and maybe you got to take that from him. Maybe he's doing too much. Maybe he's overwhelmed and just focus on the offensive line. Maybe we might get better with that. Philbin needs his presence in there. He doesn't have a lot, because I don't see Joe Philbin touch on that offensive line. I don't. He's a zone guy. I don't see it running well, and maybe it's new to Brennan, but maybe it's just a bad, pickup. Well, we're gonna have to wait to the end of the year for it to happen.
Well, what about making Philbin giving him the title that Brandon has, and move him back down to just coaching the offensive line for now? But Philbin be right there, like you said. Philbin would be right there with him. So he learned a little bit.
The responsibility of it would be, I don't know if that Philbin wants that. I think Philbin just wants to be an offensive line coach. He's always been. That'll work out for us. His presence is going to be felt, but I don't see it. So his responsibility is not really there, And I did it on your show. I blamed Pete Carroll, and I seen you nod your head like, yeah, you're with his decision.
It's ultimately, hey, when you're the head coach, everything falls on you, whether it's the good or the bad. Yeah. So, I mean, and I know some people are going to sit there and say, well, it was a short week. Yeah, I'm sure a short week had a lot to do with it, especially when you're going to travel back across the country to the East Coast. I'm sure that had something to do with it too, but I'm not taking that as the excuse of why we played so bad. There's no excuse for how it was that bad today. I just don't get how we regressed so much as an offensive line from one week to the next. Even last week they looked better than they did today. So we're 3 weeks into the season, and this is the mash unit that we have out there for an offensive line. It's horrible. I don't have confidence going into next week's game, not at all.
And not seeing what the Bears played today.
Yeah,
The Bears play today. Did you see the Bears play today? They beat the shit out of Dallas. They beat the shit out of Dallas. No problems. And even though I'm saying this guy has fucking nail polish and wears dresses and shit, if he fucks us up, man, Jeff, I'm gonna go ape shit, bro. I'm gonna go ape shit. And if it's offensive line again, oh my god, I won't be able to handle it. I'm already like that because I knew, Jeff, because I knew it was. This is not the first time I talked about this. You know, let's try the young guys out. I'm not happy with Parham. You know, I always said that Parham can move. But he's just so little, Jeff. Did you watch that? He just so
no, he was
small.
getting pushed around. He was getting pushed around, and there was a video from film from last week that I saw where it was a passing play. He came off the line and he was holding his position. There was nobody in front of him, and then at the last second he turns and goes towards Meredith to help him out. It was already Meredith in Kappa on that defender coming in, and next thing you know, Zero comes blasting right by him and takes Gino out.
That was a delayed blitz. That was delayed around.
Why are you moving? There's already two guys on that guy. You don't need to help them out. They are fine. You hold your spot because you know that if they do a delayed blitz and you move from your spot, guess what? They're definitely coming, and they're coming through you. You know?
Yeah. He just couldn't catch up. He couldn't catch up to that guy. He was already committed that way. And you know how hard is it for you to get your feet right and go back to the other guy? He reached for him, but he was long gone already.
And even if he did get a hold of him, he would have got flagged for holding anyway. So
yeah, that's like a young Jamal. You know, like the guy we got. You know, it's like a young guy. He's a young guy flying. I know.
I got a question for you. What the hell happened to our special teams today?
Oh my God!
What was
now
that?
We know it means something. Now we know that special teams means something.
Good God! 2 massive returns, and you can't blame your kickers. Their job is not to tackle. You know, their job is to kick the ball. You know, yeah. I mean, Janikowski was out there. He would purposely try and lay someone else. He had the beef behind him to do it. These guys don't have that kind of size. You know, if they can get a hand on him and trip the guy up, they will. But they're not going to put their body on the line for that because now your kicking game's screwed if you lose one of those two. You know, especially AJ Cole. You know, so
you can't expect AJ Cole to get out there and get that guy. You can't blame it on AJ Cole. You know,
no. That's the job of the guys going down and trying to cover the kick. That's who's supposed to be doing it.
Why the hell we kicking the ball to one of the electric players still in the NFL? And he showed it against the Raiders. You know what I mean? Against the Raiders. You know, then why don't we do that? You know, I see Trey Tucker back there. Why don't we get fast ass Thornton out there? Why? Because he's too skinny. And then let me ask you this other question offensively, since we're on the offensive line. Let's stop with that a little bit because all of us know that they had a bad game. And it wasn't – I gave them an F grade, all of them. You know, and all of them had their games already. Parham had the first game. You know, JPJ had the first game. Parham had this game. And then this game, I give it to Glaze. You know, Glaze, 34-year-old pass rusher, beat Glaze constantly with his bend. You know, he's known for great bend. So guys that have great bend beat Glaze. It's a known fact. It's no secret. He did it against Glaze today. In
all due respect, I mean, we are talking about Von Miller though. Still, you know, it is still Von Miller, regardless of he's still. That's why he doesn't practice during the week because he just lays it all out on the line on game day. He didn't practice at all this past week, and he usually doesn't. They sit him for rest because they know what he can do. He knows what he's doing. They don't need to practice him. But Glaze looked horrible today. Absolutely was beat left and right. So yeah, this was his game. This was his F game for sure. You know.
There you go, Terry, and I'm sorry you had to see that, bro. I'm sorry you had to spend money to do that. I don't know if you live close or you're in the D.C. area, but I'm sorry you had to sit in that traffic. I heard the traffic's fucked up over there. Jeff said that, but or somebody said that lives in the East Coast.
Yeah, it
Sorry
wasn't me.
about that.
Not there.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. Some of these folks said that.
I wasn't even home watching that. I spent the day with my chapter up at Buffalo Wild Wings at Chicopee, Mass. We
And
had a
how are they
decent
feeling
turnout.
about it?
No,
What do
everybody
they
was
feel? Same way?
everybody was dejected by the end of the game. You know, there's certain plays everybody you'd hear them. You know, so it's just it's it's new coach. New added owners, new coaching staff. But one thing doesn't change. The team still looks like trash. We're lining up to have another year of like 2025, 2024. That's what it looks like right now.
We had a halftime call. We always have a halftime call, Milo and Gabe, and it was like, God, wow. It's always unexpected, but it was just silence, bro. We couldn't make excuses for these guys. It's like, what? First play of the game again, something bad happens, and that diminishes you right off the bat. You're pumped up, you're ready to go, and then bam, your special teams gives it up on a big play.
Yep.
And then they score, and then they score right.
And then the injury bug hit us again. Big Mike goes down. He's going to be in concussion protocol. It looked like he was having a seizure as soon as he hit the ground too. You could see his body shaking. So I was like, all right, that's not looking good.
He was out, bro. He was gone.
Oh, yeah.
He was out.
He was definitely out. So now we're going to be without him for at least another week or more. Depending on how bad it is. So it's like.
Are you wondering or suspect, during watching the game with your people over there, were you saying, why are we throwing the ball deep so much and not getting it executed? Are you cool with that?
At this point, I mean, I guess you got to be in a way, because it's like you got to do something, because they're just, every team we're playing against, they don't respect the passing game because they know our wide receivers aren't the best in the world. The biggest threat is Brock Bowers, and he looked a little bit better this week than versus last week, but they just weren't getting it to him enough. I didn't really pay attention to how well he was covered. I mean, he obviously must have been covered a little bit better. But it's like, I look at it this way. If you're going to keep striking deep down the field or trying to, you're hoping, just like what happened today, that something's going to hit, like Tucker. He hit on that first one early on, and then he got two more later on when it really didn't matter at that point.
Great play. Mm-hmm.
But stretching the field's always a good thing.
It's just that we're doing it so much. And we're doing this so much. And there's a thing, I know Chip Kelly knows this, that he does a lot, that he just doesn't do. It's called quick game. And what it is intermediate routes with fast guys. That just shows me the confidence that he has in these guys like Tucker and Thornton to do intermediate 10, 15 yards and let them get the ball faster, because it looks like with this offensive line that we have, Jeff, is that if he does a 5-step drop, something bad's going to happen. How many times did he roll out on his own?
His face already. Yeah. And he's forced to roll out, and then now he's either throwing across his body or he's going to throw it away because whoever's on his side of the field that he's rolling to is covered so well. But yeah, he still tries to throw it into double and triple coverage. He did it earlier today against to Thornton. We got lucky he didn't get that intercepted. I thought for sure that was an interception. That ball was bouncing around in the air. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, here we go. Here comes the interception. And that's all I asked from him on the other night. I said, I just want a no interception game from Gino. I just get out of this game without throwing an interception. He didn't throw an interception, but
it was close at times.
Yeah.
It could have happened, should have happened, but it didn't. And I thought Gino played well. 3 touchdowns. You can't take that away from him.
For a guy with no offensive line playing quarterback, I thought he did damn well compared to
very hard.
What he had.
Very hard. It's just that we need so much, and that it's hard to category up. But right from the get is the offensive line play. Now, so if you're ready and you're good with this young guys going in, I'm not I'm not predicting that it's going to happen, but now's the time to adjust that, and then I'll feel good about it. I wouldn't bitch and cry. Hey, the young guy's playing. I wouldn't say that, but I am going to say, if it doesn't work out again, then expect that. Don't expect this guy to come in there and ball out. He has to play better than anybody. You could go in there, Jeff, and be better than what Parham's doing. He got worked again.
Oh, I have enough confidence in myself. I know I could.
You got worked
I
again.
know I could.
Even running zone, even doing zone play. You know what I mean? And I had to explain zone, to a guy that's different. Well, why don't we just run power? It's different. You got guys that run zone now. All those guys run zone. They could do power, but JPJ wasn't in the game, and he's a power type guy, and he's a zone guy. He just needs to get work on his technique and like I said, technique and footwork. He needs to work on that. But I wonder, what did he do, as a precaution? If it's precaution about his concussions, then why the fuck is he out there blocking on a PAT or on a field goal? The same thing can happen to you. You can get a concussion the same way. You're banging heads against a guy. So
my other thing is, why is he not wearing that Scully cap thing too? Why is he not wearing that?
I got a issue with that. The condoms for helmets, I call them, but it's not a fact that those things work, Jeff, and it's just precaution. They wear them during the OTAs. All of them wear them on OTAs just to prove that point, but it's not a proven point that whoever has it didn't get a concussion. Yeah, it's working because maybe those guys ain't hitting. I hear the players don't like them. The players don't like wearing them, and that's something that you probably have to put contractually in a collective bargain that you have to wear those for concussion. You have to do that. And these guys ain't gonna go for that. Yeah, make a guy wear that shit. Maybe a helmet or something like that. But if you're, and it's an issue with JPJ. He has a concussion problem, bro, to where it's gonna jeopardize his career if he keeps getting them. He's getting them in practice, and you don't hit in practice anymore, Jeff. Maybe a little bit, bro. So is this guy hitting a bag or something hit of somebody? Do we have to put him in a bubble wrap for this guy not to get hit in the head or anything? It's a problem for him, and they're concerned about it. Or maybe he's in a doghouse. Maybe he says something to Brennan or say, "Fuck this, I don't like this." You know what I mean? He's that type guy. He's very energetic, very boisterous. He's like, "Hey, I don't like this shit, man. Put me at center. Fuck, I could kill guys."
I've said this before the season started when they talked about moving him from center to guard. And then when there was a competition between him and Kappa for guard, I'm like, maybe he's not as good as everybody thinks he is. And it's, new regime, different style coaches are seeing that he might not be as good as what everybody made him out to be after last year.
Do you feel that way? Do you honestly do you see the footwork issues, but you understand the grit and the hustle and the bang and
that's just it. That's one of those immeasurables that he has that no one else on this offensive line has. And I've said this before about him. When a play is developing further down the field, pay attention to who's the first guy that's usually at that ball carrier when they're down on the ground. It's him. He's the one that's usually down there picking the guy up, or he's the guy that's aggressively trying to make it down the field to get another block in the second and third levels. Trying to extend the play. So it's shit like that you can't really put a PFF grade on type of shit. That's just the gears that this guy runs. PFF is only going to grade you what you do with the line, whether it's pass blocking or run blocking. It's not going to take into consideration those other steps or measurements that you do further down the line that help extend the play. I like the kid. I like his aggressiveness, but there's got to be something behind the scenes that we're not aware of as to why they made all these moves. Now, one of the things I did hear is that he wasn't able to give out the assignments accurately at the line, which is why when he was still playing center and Kappa was playing at right guard, it was Kappa that was giving out the assignments. It wasn't JPJ. And then it got to the point where we're going to move him to guard and we're going to put Meredith in there
Eliminated.
and let's see what happens, you know. And I mean, personally, I think Meredith's doing an okay job at center. I don't have a problem with them.
After last week. Yeah.
Except for last week with the snaps. I don't know what the hell was going on with him last week. But again, something needs to be done. And the answer is going to have to come from within house because there ain't nothing out there. There's nothing. You look at that free agent list, there's garbage. You know?
Right.
I mean, if it means we're going to put Laki Tassi in there and give him a shot too in an actual game time situation with the first string, ain't nobody going to get by that guy. I can tell you that right now. If you put it, you got to keep him interior. You got to keep him at the guards. You know, so you've got somebody on either side of that, of whoever it is, you know, so they've got extra help. You can't expect them to move to tackles, you know, but something's got to be done. And
you look stronger, Jeff. That's what Rock said. You look stronger
than last night. And yeah, that's definite.
I can see a big difference from last night, bro. We talked.
Well, last night I was sitting there. The other two were talking, and I went back and rewatched it, and I was like, "Oh God!" I fell asleep like 4 different times in the show.
And that's when I seen that, I got to you personally. I said, "Hey, like I told you, bro. I know, you know, what you're going through. We went through, and I know when you feel, I've been through already, and I know." I seen the signs of that, and that's something that you can't let go. I told you, and then if you talk to the dude, and he said, "Hey, but you needed that drink will get you better." And I don't know if you got it, but it tastes like shit.
Nah, I got it tomorrow morning. By the time we got back today, they were already closed. When
well, you look better. It doesn't look like the effects you had. It looked the effects, but if you have that and then you go to sleep. It's bad for you because sometimes you don't wake up if it's bad. You won't wake up if it's bad.
It's funny because I was watching that. I was rewatching the show, and then Accelerator noticed it because he mentioned it in the chat. He goes, "Something's wrong with Jeff, guys," but nobody caught it. Like no one on the show caught it until a little bit later on. Jason goes, "You all right?" And I'm like, "No, I gotta go."
And we were communicating with each other while you were still on, and said, "Oh, you said something." It was like, and I go, "There it is." You know, how do you feel? It's just perfect signs of that. But you're better now. God bless for that.
I will tell the chat. This is the type of guy that Gravy is. As soon as I got off the air, and the show kept going, my phone rang. It was him calling me to make sure I was okay. So that's the type of guy Gravy is. He was worried about me last night, and so was Accelerator because he reached out to me too right after. You know, as soon as I got off the air. So I appreciate you both checking up on me and this morning too. So I thank you for that, both of you.
No problem, bro. I've been through it. I've had that before, bro, and I didn't know that I was going through that. And then that's the thing. You don't know that you just, I need a rest. And then the surgeon told me the worst thing for you to do is to say, I just need rest. And then if your body relaxes and it gets worse, it like reverses it. And then you didn't get it. It wasn't bad because if you were bad, you would have been like this. What'd you say? And then saying some talking about different shit.
I was just super fidgety. I couldn't get comfortable, and I
get anxious and look around a little bit, and you weren't paying attention. It just messes with your mind. What it is, we'll nail it. And thank God that Jeff's all right. Jeff has stage 4 cirrhosis of the liver. I had that stage 4 cirrhosis of the liver. We both had the same situation from alcohol, and I received a new liver. I got a transplant, and so Jeff needs a transplant also. So, you know, first of all, be a donor, help Jeff out. I was blessed to get a new liver, and I feel great. I seen the signs of it, and I reached out to Jeff and told him, "Hey, watch out. You know, please go to emergency room because you don't look right." But a situation like that, when you have cirrhosis of the liver, things happen, and it goes through it, and it does fast. That encephalopathy happens fast, Jeff, and then I don't want you to feel like that. And the only way to fix it is lactulose or death. That those are the only two things. You can't take a pill and say, "Oh, I'm gonna take some Tylenol and it's gonna go away." It ain't
Somebody
gonna
said
work.
that you need to take Tylenol. Somebody said that in the chat. I'm like, yeah, they gonna fix it, but no, thanks though.
Now they know what it is. It's internal. What happens is your ammonia levels gets very high. Your liver's not functioning right, and it happens. Your liver's not functioning right.
Foggy. It affects your memory overall. Period. So my memory hasn't been the best since I been going through all this for the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be 5 years in November since I had a drink. So 5 years. Thanks.
Congratulations. Good for that. Good for that. So we know what we know what that poison does to you, Jeff. You know what I mean? So out there, drinking ain't everything. Nope. But I'm glad you're better. Thank God you're better. And then if you ever feel like that, you know the signs now. I don't know if it's the first time it's ever happened to you.
I've had it happen before, but not as drastic as last night. Last night was pretty rough.
So you don't the episodes, and I hate to tell you that the episodes get worse.
Oh, I believe it.
Get worse. So
this was definitely the worst one.
As long as you got that liquid with you, bro, just have it. It doesn't get rotten. It doesn't keep it refrigerated or keep it at room temperature. You have a bottle of that. Take it, and then I told you what you do to let all that out. And so those gases that are in your body that develop, it goes straight to your brain, and if all that bad shit just clogs you up, that's what happens. But I'm glad you're better, man. Thank God. I was worried about you at night. My wife would say, "What happened? What happened?" She knew about your situation, and maybe you'll get blessed with what I got, man. And you'll be running around.
Nice. Yeah, it would be nice, but still got a long way to go yet before I get to that point.
Yeah, you're not sick. You're not sick. You don't look sick.
No, that's a good thing.
You're stable, but that's something that can happen when you got cirrhosis of the liver. That's a symptom that you get. And if you're getting it now, you're close. You're close to getting one. If you tell your doctor you got a GI and he's in his own, he's saying, "Oh, okay." That just put up a sign for him to say, "Hey, we got to check on Jeff more." So I hope that happens to you. Hope it does. But hey, getting back to football. Very disappointing game. Very. I don't know if there's anything positive we can say. We said Genty, the interaction with the center quarterback. You could make that as a bright note, but we got a lot of things to do. I didn't like at all, and we're gonna keep talking about it, Jeff, because I like to talk about the things we need to fix, and we got a problem this game, and it was drastically of stopping the run. I didn't expect that from Washington for them to do that against us at all. And it was mind-boggling that we didn't adjust to fix it. With all these run stuffers we got, missing tackles, that bad habit came across again.
That's been a constant this season so far. In 3 games, the tackling has been bad. Except for a couple of guys, that have been, like Jamal's been in there, Pratt was in there, but Max, he just said it too. Max is getting exposed. And I believe it. Look what happened on Monday night. That kid Pimpkins just kept pushing him to the outside because that's where Max wants to go anyway. So he just kept pushing him further out. He never took the inside route, not once.
They didn't even need Alt. They didn't need his daddy.
No, not at all.
They called him a rookie. He was a rookie, and people were calling him Max's daddy. and he didn't like it. They didn't like it. Max Crosby didn't like hearing that so much that they put a rookie against him on that side, and he still couldn't get through that rookie. So he got 2 daddies that play for the Chargers now. I'm not with Max right now. I don't want him, but I'm pretty sure he's going to do a podcast and make all these excuses, and I'm sure Raider Nation is going to make all these excuses, saying that, hey, he was double team and triple team. I watched him. He was not. Who was getting double team and triple team? Double team most of the time was Adam Butler. Butler was.
He's more of a threat from the defensive tackle position than Max is in all his gloriness. Being that guy. getting paid like that guy, but not being
He's not
that
up to
guy.
it. Are we willing to not talk about it? Are we, or am I the only one? I know you agree with me, but by game 3, these well-paid guys are doing things, changing games. And just imagine if Max Crosby would have been Max Crosby of old, and said, why? Those great guys, they don't give a shit if they get game planned for or chipped or anything like that. They're busting right through it.
No,
Our guy's not.
He needs to be that. He needs to be that game changer every game now. From here on, he has to.
Like Christian Wilkins. The 5 games we had Christian Wilkins, and Max played well, very well. So it matters. And we can say fuck Christian Wilkins. He did what he did. You know what I mean? He got hurt doing stupid shit. It was just all bad. But I don't blame Telesco for that. Shit, look what Telesco did, Jeff. All of his draft picks are hitting. Even Christian Wilkins, it's not his fault that he was crazy and did some stupid shit. You know what I mean? It's not his. What do we think about our GM right now with everybody except for Genty is producing to this team? No one else is.
Your second round pick has been non-existent. He had 1 catch for 10 yards today. You saw number 18 out there. I was like, oh, that's Betch. And then you never saw him again. You got
to pass. You got to. It was a first down again. He's doing it, but I need to see him more. Tucker did what he had to do. I'm not going to talk shit on Tucker. Just be consistent. Do it again. Do it again when it matters. Do it again. Yeah. I don't want this shining, playing well against New England, right? Not even showing up at all. Again, that's the way he is. That's why I said I'm done with Trey Tucker, because he always did that, Jeff. He always, this game, and then maybe he doesn't do nothing against that. He disappears. You don't see him anymore. Geno Smith trusts him today. He was our most productive wide receiver we had, even late in the game.
Oh, yeah.
But Thornton, I don't even know why he's on the field. We have to put him on the field because we don't have anybody else.
No.
I'll tell you this: I would have took a slow ass Amari Cooper instead of fucking throwing deep to Thornton and an impossible.
Well, he had Amari Cooper, but he couldn't cut it.
Exactly. What are we doing now?
What was his? What did Jacoby even do today? Did he do anything?
He was productive in the beginning. He got some clutch at the end, but
dude, how about the Panthers fucking blanking the Falcons 30-0?
Yeah, I was surprised by that one. If we suck in all 3 phases, where would you change ASAP? Players, coaches, or game plan? It's players. Offensive line is players. Defensive line, which was, we thought, our stronghold, got tore up today.
Yeah. Yeah, the team that kept the unit that kept us in that game last week just blew it for us this week.
Mm-hmm.
Myers had 3 catches for 63 yards. He had a long of 45.
That's
yeah.
But he's still hurt.
17 carries, 63 yards. That's a much better average.
Yeah.
Because week 1, week 1 he was 19 carries for actually the same yardage, wasn't it? 50 something.
I don't think he got 60.
It might have been 50 something. But either way, I mean that's not the stats we're expecting from this guy.
I agree with you, Rod. I think Chip is trying to use Bowers as a decoy, but he's throwing on the ball. That's all we had, because really, the rest of the game, Tucker wasn't involved doing anything until late in the game when they had the B team out there. It was solely comfortable lead, and then we got them with that. But then we let him go back and fuck the.
Tucker had 9 targets. He caught 8 of them.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Yeah,
he had a good game.
Yeah, great game. 3 touchdowns, and I mean, stat-wise, fantasy-wise, he had an awesome game. Those are the numbers you want. Even Geno, He was 19 for 29, 289 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. You know, fantasy wise, we looked good on, certain players like Tucker and Gino, but game wise, where it really matters for the team, no.
I got CD Lamb in almost every fantasy league.
I got him too, and he got hurt early on too. I'm like, God damn it.
That's it.
And I got Connor too. Now Connor's out for the rest of the season.
I got Tank to recover from that. So no, what's him? Trey. I got Trey Benson. Trey Benson's his backup. So if he's on your waiver wire, Jeff, better go get Trey Benson.
For who? Connor?
For Connor, yeah. I got Connor in a couple.
I had one of them in my. I had him in my money league. What's the kid's name?
Trey Benson. I think Connor got. I seen the O on Connor like late in their game, so he got hurt late in the game, and then Benson went in. Benson went in and got like 8-9 points or something like that.
Nope, somebody's already got him. Trey Benson. God damn it.
He probably won't trade him now. He probably won a lot to trade him. He probably could have got him just with like a bench player, but now he's probably gonna want a starter, a flex or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of screwed in this league.
Arnie says, does it seem to you that only Tucker gets separation out of the wide receiver, out of our wide receiver and tight end? He gets separation when he does deep balls. When he gets deep balls, and that happened. He really worked on his route running. I expected Trey Tucker to be real good on his route tree and work on that. It looks like he did, but it looks like the solution of all that is to just have him go deep. He doesn't get separation when he does the intermediate routes. And we don't do a quick game because I've never seen it. And you do a quick game is usually when you're in a game. You're not going to do quick game when you're getting beat that bad.
He gets the separation on those deep routes because he's just so goddamn much faster than anybody that's trying to cover him. Just burns them.
But when you're running straight all the time, you're going to be covered. All they got to do is play zone on you or a deep man and then have a safety cover. Thornton's easy to cover. He's way easy to cover. We can't stop the run. Get the fuck, yeah.
Yep.
Stop the run. Get the fuck out of here. There he said.
We can't stop the run. We can't block for our running backs. So.
Very impressed with what I see, the natural ability.
He laid a couple of guys out today too, man.
Yeah, he was hitting. You gotta take advantage of that, Jeff. You gotta take advantage of that. That offensive line just did a little bit. I'm saying a lot better. Not getting the guards get pushed back. Even in zone, they get pushed back. When you're doing outside zone, you get pushed back. You're messing up the perimeter play, and there's no hole there for him to. The hole's there, but somebody's coming right into it, and they knew what we were doing. And I don't know, Pete. I don't know if these things were predictable. We didn't look predictable. It's just our offensive line play was bad. So we narrowed it down. We narrowed that down to, hey, is the player bad? Or what Chip Kelly's doing is bad, and we were more balanced this game though. Did you feel that way, Jeff? We were more balanced running the football and throwing it because we had to throw at the end.
Yeah, with that, yeah, I would say that for sure. Especially the fact that Gino threw for a hell of a lot less passes.
Yeah,
he only did 29 attempts in total. Whereas
43
last week,
43.
Yeah, 43 last week. But that's also because we were playing behind for so for most of the game. But we were still in it. Which drives me nuts. It's like we go up against a team like the Chargers and we hold them within one score of us, and then we go and play against a team like this with a backup quarterback. And they just totally destroy us, And the Chargers won again today, so now they're 3-0. The only good thing is the Broncos are 1-2, so we're not dead last. Looks like the Chiefs are going to pull this game off more than likely. They're up by 10 right now with 13:50 to go.
Well, now we're gonna have them start coming back. Let them get momentum. Let's start letting the Chargers Chiefs get momentum and see what happens.
Yeah.
And they're playing in New York. That's still place to play. And the Giants have a mean pass rush too.
Yeah, they do. I'm curious. I'm going to bring up the stats on this game right now.
Jeff may have been. Accelerator said, "I really thought Jeff may have having a stroke. Thought you were having a stroke last night, Jeff."
Mahomes has thrown the ball a lot already. He's 19 for 31, 160 yards and a touchdown. Pacheco's 8 carries, 41 yards. Russell Wilson, 12 for 20 and 93 yards, 2 interceptions.
3 interceptions?
2 interceptions.
Oh.
Scatterbo's having himself a game because Tracy's out. Scatterbo right now has 6 catches for like 65 yards. He's got 7 carries, 39 yards, and a touchdown. Tracy had 7 for 29 before he got knocked out of the game. And Scatterbo's got a touchdown too.
My opinion says, have you figured out the road of success for us? For starts, let's get a better offensive line out there. We got to go young, let's do it. Go young, let's do it.
It's like somebody told me today, like, oh, we should just give up the rest of this year. And I knew what he was getting at. I'm like, don't even start talking about tanking again. There was somebody online that said it to me in a message.
We say that. I wasn't with you.
You think a quarterback's going to fix our problems? And a rookie at that, that's not going to fix our problems.
What the fuck is he ain't even doing nothing in Texas.
No, and that's the other thing. Everybody's just so enamored with the guy's name because it's Manning. I don't think he's that great.
I don't want that guy.
No, I don't either. I already
know. Those are the guys that said tank for Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. You know, at this rate, we're probably going to end up with a top 10 pick again. And I don't like that. I wanted to stay out of the top 10, you know, because that means we're showing improvement. But I think we might be right back in the same number pick that we had last year.
Around there. If we keep going the way we are. I think that if we don't make any changes, it's just gonna be settled in my mind that, all right, we're gonna take our lumps. We're gonna roll with what we got. These young guys ain't ready, but it doesn't look like your veterans. It doesn't look like your veterans are ready either. So you might as well just try them out. Might as well just put them out there. How bad can it get than today? Worse.
It can't get much worse. You know, Gentry's gonna do his thing and get his yardage himself, just like he did today. You know,
or you're gonna end up with a hurt Geno getting sacked 70 times in a season. You know what I mean? That's what you got to look forward to, and I hope it doesn't happen. I'm not putting that on him, but you can expect that if we keep doing, 5-6 sacks, man. He feels those. He feels those hits.
That's what I wanted to look up.
And we got to stop it.
Let's see.
We got Clark. Both the Chiefs and the Giants look better than us. Yeah, we gotta play the Giants too.
Yeah, they ended with 5 sacks today. Fucking Bobby Wagner had fucking 2 sacks alone himself.
We got the 49er fans in here because they're a little lucky 3 on our ass.
Yeah.
Hey, I like Matt Jones. I like Matt Jones winning for you, dude. That's good. The O-line refuses to help do that. They're not helping them out. I don't think they're game planning to help them out. I think we got a problem in that area as far as coach is concerned. I'm starting to lean that way. It might be that. But I told you why. Responsibility of Brennan. You got Jack Kennedy here saying, get rid of, like he was there on Friday. Get rid of Brennan. Get rid of Brennan. And what's that going to do?
Nothing.
Firing people ain't going to do nothing. The players are the ones that need to change right now. And I don't like change, but let the young guy. If you have guys there, let the run guy.
You can pick out who actually watches the games and who doesn't. When you got people sometimes in the chats or start squawking online, I see it on Facebook all the time. Max is getting double and triple. No, he's not. Everything this year, he's been single covered. He might have got doubled up once or got a chip from a running back on his way out, but he ain't getting double teamed. Sure as hell ain't getting triple teamed.
Nah,
he's most of his snaps have been one-on-one with a tackle, and 3 games in a row that tackle has kept him in his place for the majority of the game. He might have gotten lucky at a couple of points, but
if he's getting triple team, that's free reign for one of these dudes to get the quarterback. One of these big guys to get the quarterback. So that doesn't happen a lot. You rarely, unless he got like Khalil Mack type shit when he sacked what's his name 7 times. Then you triple team the guy.
Yeah, because it's
like
if you don't chipped. It's just going to destroy us.
He's getting chipped by a running back, and he can't even do that right.
Yeah.
When are we going to start saying that? Hey, Max, you need to get your shit. It needs to be out loud, saying, I ain't here to look at fucking mohawks and fucking tattoos anymore, bro. You need to produce. I don't give a fuck what you have on your body. I want to see the body of the quarterback down on the ground with you on top of it.
Yeah.
Saying, yeah.
Well, he gets 100 and something QB pressures. Those are great, but can we turn some of those into sacks, like about 15 of them? He's never had more than 14 in a season since he's been in the league. And it's been a few years since he had 14.
100 and something $1 million we're paying this guy, bro. And we're not talking about it. 3 games already. 1 sack, and barely that, Jeff. He pushed Drake May out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, and that was a sack for him. No drastic beat down type stuff that he used to do. Got paid, and I got paid and got comfortable. But he talk about that he's badass on his show tomorrow. I guarantee you this. He'll be ready to talk about
without a doubt.
But no one gets on his show or they get blocked or on timeout when they say, hey, man, why are you making $30 million and you got 15 fucking pressures and 1 sack? Yeah, it's not even, dude ran out of bounds. You just pushed him.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I think I'm going to get off. I'm going to watch the rest of this game.
Me too, bro. But thank you for coming on, Jeff, and speaking with me, man. I'm glad you feel better. I'll be
on tomorrow with Chris for our Monday morning quarterback. So
talk about it, man. Talk about your shows and tell them what we got.
Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow morning at 12:45 Eastern time. I'm sorry, 1:45 Eastern time and 10:45 Pacific time tomorrow morning. So it'll be our Monday morning quarterback show, and we'll be discussing this awesome game that we watched today. We'll be all smiles and cheeriness. Absolutely not.
No. All right, bro. Thank you, man. That's what Chris. That's what LV
Chris
or Chris? Okay,
no, Chris Ferreras. Yeah.
Check out Chris. He's on shows all the time. He's on a bunch of shows. He's on like 5 shows during the week. Check him out.
Him and I do a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Out of a 7-day work week, the only day I don't do a show is a Sunday. It's the only time I don't have a show scheduled. I got a show.
You guys probably won't see me till Wednesday, and that's when we have our show. We'll probably discuss this again, or maybe get on to the Bears. Can the Bears give us problems? What do we see in that? And if there's any changes and stuff, maybe we might do a pop-up show or something like that. But thank you, Jeff, for being here, man. Stick around a little bit to talk to you for a minute. Just stick around for talk to you for a minute, and then we'll end the show. Raider fans, get your heads up. We're gonna make changes. We're gonna get better. We'll talk about it. Peace out, Raider Nation.